Hate and love got a thin line between smiling and crying over someone you love. Kinda surprising when you find a change so fast. When the lies from the past do it slip. Who would've said that you would try to make it last? Get a grip. You reminisce about the first day, feel it like your worst day. Figure from the jumper down the one way. Shorty can't hide from her tears, writing letters over years, getting numb. Caught up in the life of a thug in the mud, pipping holes in the club. Now you sleeping in the hole, niggas duck for you. Hear the scars on the face that you love, still the money for a drug. Never saw for what it was, and the kids crying, getting left behind. You know you're running out of time and you're down for trying, so you bled out. No more nagging at the mouth. Reality is cold, got your heart left in doubt. Now reverse side. I gotta find me a man that can treat me like a queen, give me love and understanding. She got that. Steady sleeping and creeping, selling it for cheap and real men weep when they try to be a man. With love and understanding, she fucking with a baller cause he can't even hold a grand. She know she got a real one at home, but she lost in the zone. She trying to hold on, steady stressing and taking advantage of her brother that'll give her everything to show her he love her. She got another all up in the bed while he work. Using boys' money, got your heart feeling hurt, but you want that love in the palm of your hand. What you do? You heard him till he tell you he through singing. He be back again, but he long gone. Now you're regretting every second you're checking he ain't home. How did we get so far? Look, how did we get so far away? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Look, I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Tell me, how did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Tell me, how did we get so far away? Far away. How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Look, every day is a struggle in the midst of defeat. When I start feeling weak, gotta know why me. Gotta walk, stay straight. Put me down till I can't. I'ma suffer till I lay. Want the best, so I pray it's a curse, man. I'm getting ready for a deadly and heavy shotty war in the spirituals on my body. And I'ma feel it when I'm almost selling stuff in my belly. Here with the timid, but I feel like I'm nobody. Every day is corruption, destruction. Young brother steady bustin'. Game big about nothing. Steady hustling. Duck when the guns bustin'. Stay drunk, smoked out, pissed off, cussing. Don't give a fuck about nothing. Grown men barely even got a home to attend to. It's like fuck what you been through. I gotta get it how I live from the cradle to the grave. How did we get so far? Look, how did we get so far away? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Look, I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Tell me, how did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Tell me, how did we get so far away? Far away. How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? If I open my eyes, I end up seeing the cries of every child, every thug gotta struggle and strive to stay alive. We searching for roots and yearning for truth, for living at a low and never touching the roof. I need a boost. Show me the way and I can make it to a better day. Ready to pray, thinking why am I chilly in a conspiracy theory? Politicians making money till it's smoking the Philly. I take a rock and a Glock from the killers and cold cops to stop me. They lock me in permanent blocks and now I'm forever dissing as I will be. Living life as a soldier, killing miss on my family. I'm looking through the window of a jail cell, feeling I'm in hell. Shining for freedom before they throw me in the cell. We locked down while everybody watching each other. I'm still wondering why my niggas steady killing each other. How did we get so far? Look, how did we get so far away? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Look, I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Tell me, how did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Tell me, how did we get so far away? Far away. How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Every day is corruption, destruction. Young brother steady bustin', game big about nothing. Steady hustling, duck when the guns bustin'. Stay drunk, smoked out, pissed off, cussin'. Don't give a fuck about nothing. Grown men barely even got a home to attend to. It's like fuck what you been through. I gotta get it how I live from the cradle to the grave. Every day is corruption, destruction. Young brother steady bustin', game big about nothing. Steady hustling, duck when the guns bustin'. Stay drunk, smoked out, pissed off, cussin'. Don't give a fuck about nothing. Grown men barely even got a home to attend to. It's like fuck what you been through. I gotta get it how I live from the cradle to the grave. Yeah, I know y'all can relate. Man, it's just real talk from the heart up. I know how it is, man. You turn like you're trying to take one step forward and you end up further away from when you started. It's love for the world. Chi-Town. We all fall off. We all make mistakes. Yeah, but you can get back up to the drawing board, though. It's good. We ain't never losing. You know where to go but up. You know where to go up. And that's on life. Yeah, that's on life. Yeah, ain't nowhere to go but up. Do your thing, Chi-Town. Keep your head up. Yeah, we out here. Love for the world. We ain't never gonna leave. We ain't never gonna walk. We ain't never gonna stop. We ain't going far away from where we need to be. We ain't never walking off this place, real man. Talk. Yeah, we gotta catch up, man. Try to get it to die trying. We ain't never getting left behind, nigga. This the win. That's just how we do. Leaving them in the wind. For the new mill, much love.
Not gonna do the sound and shit like that. Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It is your favorite drunk commentator on Twitch, the mayor of mid tiers, Dr. Doom's evil doppelganger, the toxic Shadow King himself, Zero fucking Lucy. And joining me on the mic, as always, for the assorted of the fuckeries, um, the Luciano fact checker, Mister I ain't got no kids, my rent is paid. I'm not excited about anything. Sadistic dance.
I am your least favorite sober commentator on Twitch.
What the fuck? I mean, I guess that's an accurate representation of what you are.
Yeah,
So I mean, like, it's not wrong.
not at
So
all.
yeah,
I
Uh,
mean,
I mean, hey, all right, I will allow it. I accept it. but, but I know that a lot of people, all five of our fans of the podcast,
mm,
might have been anticipating an episode last week. But in the hiatus of Sadistic and I, we have come to the conclusion that we do not need to do a weekly podcast
yeah,
for
the
multiple reasons.
it's too long. The podcast it usually goes for at least 2 hours,
Hmm.
sometimes three, depending on how much we're rambling. Uh, and also trying to come up with specific topics. And also it was just feeling like an obligation to me to have to do it every week. I think if we do
Imagine
it,
streaming 3 times a fucking week at a set damn time.
yeah, so I'm really it's a bi-weekly thing, so you'll get us twice a month, and that's more than enough.
Well, you'll get us together twice a month. Yo,
Yeah,
Cookster, what's going on with you, bro? Hopefully you having a good weekend, and if you got children, happy Father's Day to you too, my guy.
yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Yeah, but how was your week, yo?
It was good. It was made better by the knowledge that an elephant trampled a woman twice,
No,
and
the
then
elephant trampled the woman. Then was like, "I'm gonna spin the block," and oh, you thought it was over, bitch.
right, it's
Like,
like rest in peace my fat ass. I'm coming. But here's the most amazing part of it though.
it
It's like
traveled like wait, it traveled like 254 miles. I think they said.
it was like 124 miles. How did it know the date, time, and location of the service?
Somebody tipped the motherfucking elephant off.
And it understood though. That's the scary part.
Oh man, it tipped him off like, yeah, bitch, I'm back in the fucking building and you fucked up
It's
on your
literally
ass.
if you thought was an elephant.
The fuck you thought? Wait, let me check the audios and shit. Make sure that you're good. Say something real quick.
Something real quick.
All right, good, good, good,
Yeah.
good.
It's just that delighted me. I can't speak for anyone else, but
No, that definitely tickled the shit out of me when I seen it. I had got the TikTok first, and then I had to like, wait a minute, let me go verify and fact check this shit.
yeah,
Oh, this is fucking amazing. This is a black forest elephant.
literally like hello new emote
I
because
mean, right? But like, you gotta understand too. It was like universally understood that that lady did something to deserve that shit.
oh, absolutely.
Nobody was wondering like what the fuck, like what happened to the elephant to just go on this rampage. No, everybody
No.
understood universally that
Hmm.
lady did something fucked up for that elephant to be on her ass like that,
Like
and there's no
one,
questions about it.
yeah, it killed her, and not only did it kill her, it interrupted her transition to the next world. Like I don't, I don't,
That's
I don't.
Slade from Teen Titan type energy.
Yeah,
When Robin fell off the building,
yeah.
that's still probably one of my favorite scenes from that goddamn show.
That's Angel Amon versus Lady Devamon energy. Like it's on
Not not
site.
not the, not the fucking callback to earlier. We're gonna have to touch on that too.
Yeah.
Um, one of the things that I definitely wanted to say on stream during the podcast is that I'm deleting niggas off of Facebook, and
Mm.
it's for a good reason and it's a good cause because niggas are not fucking good, and that's literally the the simplest of simple forms that I could put it as, right?
Mm.
And I'm not saying like good like as a good Samaritan or these motherfuckers are just miserable, hateful fucking people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're not a fan of something, okay, cool. I'm not a fan of Drake. I'm not about to go and use my swipe on my overly expensive fucking cellular device to go out and tell people that I fucking hate Drake because he just released another shitty ass fucking album. I'm not doing that. So, like when I was just telling you a minute ago about the crunk music movement that's going on in Korea right now,
Mm-hmm.
um, it was dope to see all the Koreans and all that fine thin hair going back and forth, getting turned the fuck up, and like they mosh pitting and shit. And you got like little petite skinny ass security guards holding on to the fence because niggas are trying to kick the damn fence down,
Mm-hmm.
listening to Bia Bia. And one person shared the shit and was like, you love to see black music spreading outside of just the United States. You got drill music in Africa, you got grime music in the UK, and now you got crunk music over in Korea. That's dope to see. All
Mm-hmm.
right, you get a thumbs up. I'm gonna blue like that. I'm not gonna give you an extra emote. I'm not gonna hold the fucking button. I'm just gonna press the button. You get a blue thumb. Cool. I don't like none of this type of music. And if it was one thing, if you wasn't like this motherfucker's a contrarian just for the sake of being a dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not even a good fucking contrarian. Like this nigga just wants to live in the 80s so bad. Mind you, he's the same age as us. He's like, man, real music ain't been around since 82. Nigga, you was born in 89. What the fuck are you talking about?
Mm.
Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Everything that comes out of his mouth is just fucking negative. And given the fact that this is Father's Day weekend and we're from a predominantly black um environment, upbringing, and neighborhood community, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying my ass off of Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm staying off of Facebook. And it's not because I want to be there for the celebratory. Hey yo, what's going on with you, Brooklyn girl? I want to be there for the celebratory actions of all the black fathers or just fathers in general that I've acquired because I'm collecting motherfucking fathers like Pokemon apparently
Mm.
over the years in my digital Pokédex of people, which is
Hmm.
Facebook. But I'm already knowing the type of asshole that I am. As soon as a bitch get on there, well, I'm the mother and the father. No, you're a single parent. Like you're not both.
Yeah. I don't really know what this phenomenon about being the mother and the father is. Like, I think it's fine if you're a single parent and you've done it all by yourself, but just say that. Like, you don't have to, and you can say it during Mother's Day. You don't have to kind of
Shit on
take,
fathers.
yeah, or shit on Father's Day, you
and
know.
and and that's the shit that be blowing me because like I've for years have been going around trying to see if in fact it is dudes that get on Mother's Day. Well, I'm the mother and the father. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This bitch ain't do shit. This deadbeat ass hoe. Like I've never seen that type of fucking energy.
Yeah.
Most of the dudes be like, Happy Mother's Day to all the women that's out there, blah, blah, blah. Even the most misogynistic of fucking assholes that I have in my fucking Pokédex of people are relatively reserved and calm on Mother's Day. It's just these know nothing bad decision making fucking slut buckets that get on there and try to take accolades for both sides. Like, damn, bitch, you already had Mother's Day. Like,
I think it's mainly just, I think it depends on how frustrated the mother is with the father and like how that whole situation turned out and came about. Because not a lot of, like, Tamara's a good example, right?
right.
She doesn't have the best relationship with
The,
her
the father of Talea,
of
of a
Talea,
daughter. Yep.
of her daughter, and it's been tumultuous at times, but she's one of the main ones that gets on to be like, if you talk about I'm the mother and the father, I'm blocking you, you know.
Right. But that's because one thing that I can attribute to Tamara over the years is that her ideology and outlook on life has been relatively progressive as well. So it's not one of those type of things where even though she did take the lion's share of raising her daughter, that she's gonna try to claim both aspects of shit. Like that
Yeah.
that's just bothersome to me. Like, Why do you feel so self-important that you need to get acknowledged multiple times in a fucking year? Like, granted, if you're going to be a parent, you're a parent 365, 366, 364, whatever the fuck the calendar dictates, right?
Yeah.
And I understand the design behind it, but I'm not a fan of Hallmark holidays in general. Let's
Mhm.
start with that. It's not just Father's Day. I mean, granted, I like Cinco de Mayo. I'm not Mexican, as far as I know of.
I'll say, well, Cinco de Mayo also isn't a Hallmark
No,
holiday.
no, 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 no. I'm getting to it though.
Oh, okay.
I like Cinco de Mayo.
Hmm.
I also like tacos and tequila in fucking August. Cool. Um, I take a lot of fucking pride in St. Patrick's Day being black and Irish, as well as
Hmm.
it's a fucking designated day where I can get belligerently drunk, and they just like, oh, this guy is enjoying the fuck out of his St. Patrick's Day.
And the problem
Okay.
is, Irish people keep fist bumping me every.
Well, that's
It,
because you're kind of gingery.
I am kind of. When I had hair, some of it was red, but
Yeah, you're
regard,
very much so gingery.
you
So
know,
like,
23 and Me hooked me up. Found out I was from the Irish part that I'm from is from Belfast.
we talked about that because
Oh, did we?
we talked about the IRA.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the IRA.
Yeah, I'm not even from the Ireland part of Ireland. I'm from the UK part of Ireland. That's ghetto. But anyway,
I
continue.
mean, that's like the same. That's like being Russian, but being born in the Ukraine, but born in the '80s. Like technically, you're Russian,
Right.
even though you were born in Kiev, which is now the Ukraine, after the USSR fell.
I was just gonna say, well, if Putin has his way,
I mean, right? He's like, I'm trying to get back what's mine, my guy.
right, and it's like
You know.
relax. But anyway, continue.
But okay, so like everything is I don't know. Maybe I'm lacklusterful, or maybe this is that misanthropic aspect of it. But I don't get the, or maybe this is just my fucked up viewpoints or like a shitty childhood upbringing or some type of tumultuous trauma that's built up inside of me. But
Mhm.
I don't put as much emphasis on all of these fucking holidays.
Yeah.
Like Christmas sucked for me as a kid, and like the highlight of Christmas now is the fact knowing that I have children that enjoy the shit.
Mm.
But outside of that, I can give a fuck less. I don't care about Thanksgiving. I don't even care about Halloween anymore because I can't get free candy without a kid. You know, like I used to love sweets. So like Halloween was the highlight of the year because I don't have to buy this shit. I just have to be outside for X amount of time and I could come up.
I
That was
mean,
probably one of the best things about this shit, honestly. I mean,
the
I get the
joy,
spooky and all that other shit, ooh,
yeah,
but like I'm a terror and I'm
the
scary
the
in
joy of
July.
Halloween as an adult is candy on sale November 1st.
Science.
Like it's I will absolutely buy 77,000 pounds of fun size Snickers for 4 cents from Walgreens.
The day after Easter and the day after fucking Halloween always go up. Those
Yeah.
are those are adult holidays. God
Oh
damn
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Back in my day, looking at no, but like you have a lot of people that's putting a lot of emphasis on a lot of this shit, and I guess it just doesn't resonate with me personally. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So to see that shit, mind you, I don't have this problem on my Twitter, but
Hmm.
that's because most of my Twitter is politics, battle rap, and FGC bullshit.
Hmm.
But can we make that an official holiday? Post Easter, post Halloween, I'm with
Yeah.
it. I'm definitely with it, and it's for adults only. Like if your ass is under 21 trying to buy Snickers, you get your ass beat. Fuck out of here.
Hmm.
But I guess I just don't put a lot of emphasis on that shit. But to see
Hmm.
so many fucking bitter, jaded, upset, overtly aggressive women on Father's Day, and then it's not like it's just designated towards the dude that they slept with. It's towards everything that has a higher level of testosterone than them and possesses a dick at the moment. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Father's Day, too many bitter baby mamas be trying to take the day from the fathers. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Maybe it's
it's weird.
yeah,
It's
maybe
just
it's one of
weird to
those
me.
things that uh I guess you could never understand, like having to buy tampons for a long time or something like that. Like
I
maybe
mean,
it's one of those.
I bought tampons for
In
motherfuckers before. Not for me, but I bought tampons
oh,
before.
so have I, but I think it's a different situation when you have to buy a tampon because the society will shame you for your vagina doing what it does. Uh, but I don't. I'm not sure. I see it a lot every Father's Day, and I used to hear it a lot, like I'm the mother and the father, and it's like as someone whose father wasn't in their life, and then when he popped up, I was like, leave me alone.
Science.
I can't really speak on it at length. I don't have children, and again, my father wasn't in my life, but that was never my mother's energy. You know,
That's because your mom is just so fucking legitimately fucking dope.
my
Like it
mother,
is very, very few people on this planet that is legitimately dope. Your mom is definitely one of those people.
my mother is too dope. She should have filed for child support, and she didn't. So
But
that
that's
was a
because you
mistake.
like she should
But
have, but like she was like, "Nah, I got it. Fuck out of here, my guy."
right,
Like,
but
like when I tell you to fuck off, I mean like entirely forever, for
yeah,
good. You know,
for good,
like
yeah.
beat it, bitch. Like I'm
But
out.
but it's just it is one of those. Like I said, I don't know if these fathers have been abusive or violent or
But
if
see,
it's
but
just
that's the thing. That's the thing.
completely
That's
unwarranted.
the thing, right?
I just yeah.
It's okay. So as a person that have children, right,
Mhm.
by two different women, what is not spoken enough about is how many dudes want to be a father
Mhm.
to their children or be a part of their child's life,
Mhm.
but the bullshit that comes along with it, dealing with said woman,
Mhm.
acts as repellent. And I know that that's going to sound like an excuse or it's going to sound like some bullshit. Trust me, I have two different type of dynamics and relationships with the women that I have children with. You
Mhm.
know, one where I can hit on the line. I could call Crystal right now
Mhm.
and have a conversation. Would it be like all jokey, jokey, laughy, ha ha ha? No, but we're cordial enough that I can have a phone conversation about the weather. If I really desired to, I can call Crystal and just talk about nothing, and it won't be no what the fuck you want, nigga. Why? It's no hostility.
Mhm.
Whereas I can't live in the same state as the other one because I'm gonna go do 25 to life for premeditated murder. Because if I see her, I'm gonna put hands on her type shit.
Yeah,
That
see,
type of energy, and
that's
it's not conducive to anything.
it's not, but it's like does she have that energy with you? Like if she sees
Yes,
you, is she's gonna try to kill you?
more or less likely, yeah.
I don't. I think you both are exaggerating in that
I don't
situation.
know, dude.
Like you
I don't
guys
know, dude.
have a child together. Y'all got to get that together.
In the most idealistic sense of the word, yes. However, realistically speaking, like you have to understand, I was the one that was financially taking care of and supporting everything until she found out that Crystal was pregnant with my second son.
Hmm.
That's when everything went to shit. Like that's when shit went completely to hell.
Hmm.
Is when she found out that I actually moved on with my life for good and I was dead ass serious about the shit.
Hmm.
That's when things became worse. So it's one of them type of things like as long as she knows that I'm in squalor or miserable, she's happy. But if I have any type of semblance of success in the slightest of bits, it become problematic for her.
But is that true if you don't speak to her? Like, how could you know that?
I don't know who told her ass that I was getting married, but she called me literally the night before I got married on bullshit. When I've not had any type of conversation with her in I don't know how long.
Hmm.
Like we was going through mediums. Like we had mediators, if you will.
Hmm.
Be it her friends, my mom, because her mother passed away, unfortunately.
Oh,
But
that's sad.
yeah, a couple of years ago actually.
Oh,
But
that's terrible.
it's and when I found out that, I hit her up and I was like, "Yo, I'm sorry to hear that. Your mom was a really sweet woman for all that she was, etc., etc." I was very much, I wasn't vindictive and was like, "Ah, that's what you get, bitch." Ah, like, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
do any of that shit. I'm like, that sucks. Now, you have to continue on your life at such an early stage where you had to bury your mom.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up. So I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. I'm not even that evil. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But nothing. And it just seems like any type of time that I have anything good going for me in my fucking life,
Mm-hmm.
it's problematic and a problem will arise. And it would not be surprising in the slightest bit if she was one of them type of women. It seemed like she went out of her way to intentionally come across like she was a statistic, if you will. Like, you financially did nothing for my child for the first 3 years of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden it's a problem that I'm not doing X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a car and I was still finding a way to get my son to and from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was paying child support and I ultimately ended up paying child support. And
Mm-hmm.
that the whole way and reasoning and route that shit came about, also fuck the state of Illinois for that reason alone. How that shit even came to be was so fucking janky as hell.
For child support
How it happened. Like, I never got a chance to go to court for my oldest son.
to pay child support.
Okay, so how it goes process wise is, say she filed for child support, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
When they do the paperwork, I'm supposed to get served to go to
Mm-hmm.
court. Well, the thing is that she said that my address was her address and her address was her grandmother's address.
Okay.
And as long as somebody is over the age of 14 when they come to serve the papers, they're going to ask you, do you know Lucy? Yeah. Boom. Tell him he got a court date on the 22nd at 9 a.m. And
Yeah.
that's it.
That I know.
I never got any paperwork
Oh. Okay.
because my address
Mm-hmm.
she gave them was hers.
Now. Oh. Okay. It was her grandmother's, not the one she
Exactly.
was living at.
Exactly. She put
Okay.
her grandmother's address as hers and said that mine was where she was living at.
Okay. She put
So I
because
didn't
I
even
was
fucking know.
because I was gonna say I said a court probably would have noticed if y'all were living in the same place and she was filing for child support.
But I mean, stranger shit has happened, dude.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't even know until they took a nice ass chunk out of my fucking check.
Mm.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? I had just did like stupid amount of overtime and everything. I thought that my check was gonna be laid. You feel me?
Mm.
And I got, dude, I'm still, to this day, I'm still waiting on a fucking court date in the state of Illinois. Because they claim that they can't fucking find her. But every time I get a fucking paycheck, they taking a fucking cut.
Right. If they, what do you mean they can't find her?
They saying that they can't find her to serve her.
That doesn't make sense.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Especially if she's cashing child support checks.
But see, the thing is that it's not coming in the check. It's going digital to a card. So it's like a direct deposit type joint.
Oh, that does not seem
Mm-hmm.
cute.
Yep. And because she moves back and forth between Texas and Chicago, that's where the difficulty come into play at. Dude, I done talked to lawyers the whole fucking nine and shit. They're saying that they can't fucking find her in order to serve her.
But your son goes to school though, right?
Yep.
Okay, so to be a part of a school system, you still have to live in a certain neighborhood. Like,
Not if it's a monastery, or like if it's a chart. Like, say he tested into a school or whatever the
mhm.
case may be. You don't have to be in that community in order for you to go to that school,
Does he go to a charter school or a magnet school?
because they go back and forth between Chicago and Texas. I can't definitively say yes or no.
If he's going back and forth between Chicago and Texas, how is he passing?
Yeah,
Like, Chicago and Texas are not close.
not at all. But this is the fuck shit that, you know what I'm saying? And I guess this kind of like made me a bit jaded towards Father's Day in its own way, in its own right as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of
Mm-hmm.
them type of things where it's kind of like, well, fuck it, fuck Father's Day,
Mm-hmm.
but I got two other kids as well. Like I
Yeah.
play Naruto with my son weekly.
You mentioned, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we, I'm good with my younger two. It's it this time of year, it really, I guess I don't want to say it's bothersome to me, but it kind of put me in a bad mood or a bad state. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't grow up with my biological father. I had my stepfather,
Mm-hmm.
but again, like anybody that's actually been on the podcast know, I talk highly about my father, but he wasn't a good father.
Mm-hmm.
Dope as a person, horrible as a parent.
Yeah, some people just are not good parents.
You know, yeah, see, Brooklyn Girl said they said that about her oldest uh son's father. Like they can't find him to serve him. So like because of that, everything is held at a standstill.
What does that mean? If you can't find them to serve them, why you shouldn't be serving them my money?
You would think that,
Yeah, yeah, that's a problem.
but you know how Illinois is. The whole state is fucking crooked, dude.
It's not great.
The whole fucking state is crooked. They don't give a fuck about nothing. And then on top of that, all of the money doesn't even go to the fucking mom or the child. So like let's say hypothetically, right?
Mm-hmm.
They take $200 out of every paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 140 goes to the mother and the child
Mm-hmm.
or the parent that's supposed to be receiving the child support, because
Mm-hmm.
it is, I do know instances where it is fathers that is receiving child support.
Mm-hmm.
Not, it's not as often.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more difficult for a father to be awarded sole custody of a child than it is a mother. Because
Yeah.
as a father, you have to apply for rights. Even if you're there, you do the DNA test, you sign a birth certificate, you still don't have rights as a parent until you apply for them as a father. Whereas
And,
everything by default goes 100% to the mom.
well, that's because the mother gives birth to the child.
Rightfully so. But if you sign the birth certificate, if you're there from the beginning, like if everything is presented as one big happy.
Actually, that's not true. Who is it that judge that be eating people up? Judge Judy. Man came and took his child, and the mother was trying to say that it was kidnapping because she had sole custody, and she was like, well, who gave you sole custody? She was like, well, I'm the mother. And then she was like, yeah, but he's the father. He
It
was in.
Okay, so in that instance, I think that it might vary from state to state. Then
I think it's state to state.
it has to be state because I know I looked it up in Wisconsin, given that that's where I'm at now, and
Mm-hmm.
Illinois, given that that's where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably is state to state. That's the only thing that I could think of because I know for a fact they told me, oh, like I had to go to court for my youngest two just to get it on paper that it's 50-50 custody.
That is so weird.
Yeah. I had to go to court twice actually because they, for whatever reason, initially had them as two separate cases.
Mm.
So I missed 2 days of work because of that shit. Because they couldn't even schedule it on the same fucking day because there's some fuck ass motherfucking people.
Well, that I do know. Courts are terribly scheduled. That
Yeah,
I do know.
fucking horrible. It's a fucking joke. But yeah, so like say it's $200, right?
Mm-hmm.
140 goes to the receiving parent and the child, and then like the other 60, it's like, oh well, we're doing our job, so we're gonna take a cut. And then
That
on top of
makes
that, you get
that.
charged yearly a processing fee.
I was gonna say that makes both of those things make sense United Statesally. That seems like something this country would do.
I mean, yeah, like they charge you a death tax. You died, so we're gonna tax you for dying.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Suicide is illegal. That's ghetto.
So it's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
dude, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the state. Okay, for sure. But that's just wild to me. And I guess because of all of these culminating things of my personal experience, to
Mm-hmm.
get on Facebook and see a bitch be like, yeah, I'm the mother and the father. And it's like, okay, I know for a fact that it's a lot of trash fucking dudes out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make sure that I say this from a not a bitter father's standpoint. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be as fair as I possibly can and as informed as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's a lot of trash fucking dudes out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also do know that it's a lot of women that's actively acted as repellent towards the dude. So like I know women personally that's like, oh well, since you don't want to be with me, I'm gonna weaponize the child against you.
See, because to me, that is, I don't want to say it's an excuse, but if if it's just a repellent, I
And see
think.
the okay, and I know exactly what I'm not gonna say I know exactly, but I get an idea of what it is. Like if you're a parent, nothing
Mhm.
is gonna stop you from being in that child's life, right?
Well, I'm not going to say nothing is going to stop you, but ideally, in the perfect world, nothing will stop you.
I'm telling you now, women act as a fucking detriment when it comes to if the parents are not together.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say all women. It is women out there. It is, yeah, women do exist that makes it damn near impossible or extremely fucking difficult to co-parent, if you will.
Hmm.
You know, it's one, or and I know it's dudes that's like that too.
Hmm.
That are like, oh well, since you don't want to, because again, it's some shitty fucking guys that's out there, and
Hmm.
some women end up leaving a dude for their own safety, mental health, and sanity. The relationship is not conducive to a child's upbringing, so they like, yo, I gotta go, I gotta bounce, I can't fuck with you no more.
Hmm.
And there's some dudes that's like, oh well, since you don't want to be with me, I ain't doing shit for the child,
Hmm.
which is not okay. And I kind of think that the whole child support system, the way that they got shit set up right now, is
Hmm.
kind of fucked up. It kind of it's not. I don't want to say not fair. What's the better way of putting it? It's not unilateral across the board, right?
Hmm.
And again, I'm talking from my own experience. I'm paying child support for more than one child, as
Hmm.
we know. Um, which is fine. Cool. I'm not in the household so that my income directly affects their well-being and growth, etc., right?
Hmm.
But how they do it, especially up here in Wisconsin, is kind of really fucked up. So let's say I don't have a partner. I'm living 100% on my own. I'm paying my own rent, my own car note, my own bills. I don't get food stamps or any of that shit. Everything is coming 100% out of my pocket, right?
Hmm.
They take a percentage of your fucking income.
Hmm.
So the more money you make, the more money they take. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
cool, fine, whatever. And I don't know how it varies from state to state. Wait, see, my son father does that. He feels that if I don't sleep with him, he won't help me with my oldest financially. That's fucked up. Some women are that crazy. Science. It's a lot of women that's out here. It's a lot of people that's on this planet that's fucked up. Thanos should have definitely snapped twice because it's a lot of niggas that did not end up in a goddamn dustpan that probably should have ended up in a dustpan. Real talk.
Listen, I'm not going to keep having this conversation with Thanos and how he was wrong altogether.
What you mean? Oh, we can expound upon that in a minute.
No, we can't. I'm tired.
I'm just saying, right?
Hmm.
Wait, what the fuck am I saying? I just lost my whole fucking train of thought.
Wisconsin child support.
Ah, yes. So while I was working as a cook, right?
Hmm.
I was working stupid amounts of fucking hours. The pay rate an hour was it was okay.
Hmm.
But this was while I was still married, right?
Hmm.
So I'm paying child support for my kids, plus trying to take care of stepchildren that wasn't mine and provide for a fucking household. I
Hmm.
tried to do my damnedest to, be that traditional man, if you will,
Hmm.
and be a fucking provider, be that man that makes sure that everything is good at the home front, right?
Hmm.
So because of that, I'm working crazy amounts of fucking hours, right?
Hmm.
And they are taxing the shit out my ass.
Hmm.
Okay, because you also know that the more money that you make, you move up into a different tax bracket. They take more fucking out of taxes, da 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 da, etc., etc. Okay,
Hmm.
so consequently, I went and I got another cooking job
Hmm.
at a different restaurant that was like right down the street, right?
Hmm.
These sons of bitches was taking child support out of both checks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working from 6 to like 1, 2 in the
Mm-hmm.
morning every day. Dog ass tired, barely clearing $1,000 a month
Mm-hmm.
when everything was all said and done. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so let's say I didn't have a wife. Let's say I didn't have another source of income.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck could I do with $1,000 a month?
Mm-hmm.
Where I gotta feed myself, gas, maintenance and upkeep on the vehicle. Oh shit, even if I didn't have a car, me bus fare, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm doing all of this shit, when am I gonna be able to spend time with my children?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm always at work. Because if I don't work, then I don't eat. If I don't eat, I'm gonna die. Like my health is gonna decline. I'm not gonna be in the best fucking shape and position to be a fucking parent for my fucking kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a never ending fucking cycle. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that it should be more factors. Like they ask you when you go to court about, how much you make and what is your monthly expenses and da 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 da, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But
Mm-hmm.
they don't account for like what we're going through right now. We're going through fucking inflation, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like the housing market is fucking horrid right now.
Not horrible enough. I'm waiting for that crash so I can buy my
I
house
mean,
for
I'm
50
definitely
cents.
waiting on the fucking bubble to pop to get a house for fucking $3
Yes, absolutely.
with like 17 acres. I don't know who's gonna cut all that fucking grass, but nevertheless,
Mm-hmm.
now it's an employment boom because we got motherfuckers that need to they're working as a landscaping company.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now they're cutting grass. Now we're giving jobs to people. Boom. Yo, what's going on with you, Art? But like that shit is bothersome to me, dog. Bothersome. And then you have to go and let's say hypothetically, in this instance, the mother is mad at you for whatever fucking reason. You want to pick the kid up at 4 o'clock. Mind you, this has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Hey yo, I'll just get off of work at 2 o'clock. I gotta drive this hour drive to come to where you're at because I had to relocate to get a job that's gonna sustain to take care of me. I'm gonna drive to come and pick up my kids at 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers are not there for. They don't get there till 7 o'clock. Or, oh, I'm sorry, the kids are not available at this time. You need to come the day after the fact and pick them up at this time.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the mercy of that. And then they was like, oh, well, if the person don't go by the court ordered whatever arrangement that you have,
Mm-hmm.
then make sure you go take them back to court. Well, it ain't like I could take these motherfuckers to court tomorrow or 2 days from now. That shit can be 2 months out from now.
Mm-hmm.
So what am I supposed to do in the meantime, in the between time? And then who's to say that if you try to do that shit, that this person is not going to try to get spiteful and vindictive? Because it ain't like they're going to get fined. It ain't like you're going to tell that it's like, oh, well, you're not going, like, what ultimately is the fucking penalty?
Well,
Like,
possibly a
oh, you're
loss of
not,
custody.
that's not going to happen.
It does
Like,
happen frequently, though.
yeah, but like, as a father, for them to take a fucking child away from the mother, you have to prove without a shadow of a doubt that the mother is unfit to be a
I
parent.
mean, but that's what I'm saying. If they're acting crazy, you got to document the craziness. When you
You can
document the
document
craziness,
but that's not probable cause for them to lose custody.
it
And
is. If
who's to say?
they're,
But
if
who's to say that you're in a situation where you can take custody of your kids? Because think about it. If I'm doing all this and I'm barely scraping by to keep my damn self alive, how the fuck am I going to fucking maintain to keep the kids alive?
move back in with your mother. Yeah, I said it.
That's preposterous.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
Sometimes,
is.
so realistically, and again, I don't have kids, and this is part of the reason why. Also, I fucking hate children, but it's like,
Look,
it's
wait. Lola said you can document to Kingdom Come. You need a lot to take a kid away from the mom. Too much if you ask me in most situations.
it depends kind of on which judge you have and
But
the
see,
the status of the family court
but
because
that's the luck of the draw though.
that is the luck of the draw. But also, if you keep taking them to court and things keep happening, eventually when you get a different judge, because you won't get the same judge every time, they're going to be like, hey, this is a lot of incidents, something's going on here, I got to look at this. The objective party will see it and be like, yeah, this is fucked up. It's just, it shouldn't, I guess it shouldn't be that different, but I guess
Okay,
also the
but
ideal
see,
situation is that people can be mature enough to co-parent together,
but
but
you and
that's
I both
not.
know that that's not always, that's very seldom ever the case. But
Yeah.
you also got to take this into consideration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say that the child in this hypothetical situation is only one kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this kid has like a 60-40 split between the mom and the dad.
Mm-hmm.
You're uprooting this child's entire fucking everyday understanding and existence
Mm-hmm.
to swap houses, to
Mm-hmm.
reverse to 60-40.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if everything goes accordingly. You're taking the child quintessentially away from the mother. The type of effect and detriment that can have on the child is a whole hell of a lot more damaging than if it was the other way around.
It could not necessarily that. See, now that I don't believe.
No, because you got to think about it, right? Because if the dad wasn't never in the household to begin with, the
Mm-hmm.
child is accustomed to that dad not being there.
Yeah, if you,
If
but
you flip
see,
it and revert, dog, I'm telling you, children don't always do well with change. Not that drastic.
full grown ass adults don't do well with small amounts of change. I know children don't do well with change, but in the long run, you want the child to be in the more stable, healthy household with the more stable, mentally healthy parent.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically, you do the mother lose custody of the child, and the child gets awarded sole custody to the father or predominant custody, whatever the fuck the case may be. However you want to use the verbiage for that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the whole reasoning that this woman lost sole custody of the child is because she was acting crazy,
Mm-hmm.
you don't think that that's not going to make the bitch act up more?
Again,
Like that's going to
how
make her act erratic as shit,
not
dude.
911 is 3 digits. Okay.
Man, bro.
100%. Have the papers, have the documents that you have full custody. Let it be known that this woman is a fucking psycho, if she's a fucking psycho. And like, you have to stick with it. Like, the reason my mother didn't file for child support is because it was one court date too many, and she was like, you know what, fuck it.
Like
But
it
that's
ain't
the
worth it.
thing.
I don't even care anymore. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Go away.
it's exactly like you said. It's like some things are more of a deterrent than anything, and it can seem insurmountable. But if it's, especially if it's negatively affecting the child, I think it's worth it to get to that point where you're like,
Okay,
okay,
so check it out. What if the woman is a good mother to the children
mm-hmm.
while simultaneously being a fucking mental bitch?
To you,
Yeah,
then she's not being a good mother to her children. That's part of the problem. A
but
good mother to,
that's a subjective thing though. Then
it's not subjective.
you have to prove that at that point.
Yeah, and
So
that's what I'm
how
saying.
exactly, dude? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you're oversimplifying it because it's not something that you directly experienced with a child of your own,
Yeah.
or I'm overcomplicating it or not wording it in an adequate enough manner that
No,
the
I
sentiments is
understand
conveyed. No, I know that you understand, but I don't think
what you're
that you
saying.
understand how the severity can weigh on the situation.
I do, though. I do understand how severe the situation can be. But what I'm saying is, even if there is more work to be done on the side of the father to get equal footing or a fair, just day in court, it's probably worth it if the mother is that bad and if the parenting situation is that bad. Because, I think there's a difference between the mother's annoying and there's a difference between this woman is crazy, she's unstable, she's potentially violent towards me, especially knowing that I have moved on, or I have other children or significant others, or this, that, and that's dangerous for everybody.
Well, you
That's
gotta
something.
find it first. They gotta find the bitch to serve the bitch so that you can get your just day in court.
I'm not talking about your
Fuck off,
specific
hijinks.
situation. I'm talking in general. But it's that thing where you kind of just have to unfortunately, it's that thing where you have to stick with it because courts do often side on the side of the mother
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of situations. But that's what I'm saying. If the situation is bad, you just gotta,
I hate you, hijinks.
you gotta really take time to document it, uh, accurately document it, have proof, record. That's why you always see
That's
videos on
such a.
YouTube of
That's
people. Yeah,
so.
it's stupid and
Dog, that
it's a
is,
lot.
and you would think that in that and you would think that with all of this shit being a documented history, that somebody would say, "Hey, maybe we should fucking adjust the system so that X, Y, and Z doesn't fucking occur."
Yeah, but the thing about systems like that is they can't be adjusted. You would have to completely abolish the system and start a new one.
I don't. Okay.
It, yeah, but no one's going to do that. That's how most of our systems work. All of our systems are bad. None of them can be accurately adjusted. They all need to be broken and started up. It's not going to happen in this country, unfortunately. As long as we need to be like France, throwing
Throwing bathtubs
bathtubs.
through motherfuckers'
Yes,
windows and shit.
I was just gonna say throwing bathtubs through the homes of these leaders.
The
Yeah,
politicians and governing bodies.
yeah,
You
exactly. I
fuck up,
was
we on or El Salvador, like, oh, you thought that you was gonna have a peaceful fucking mansion. I think the fuck not.
not right.
Everything is burning.
I was just gonna
Cinder and
say
ashes, bitch.
I'm
Cinder and ashes.
I'm glad we were on the same page with the
Oh yeah.
bathtub.
Oh yeah. Of all things, I think
Yeah,
that and the Chris Benoit meme that I shared,
mm.
that was fucking amazing.
That
I
is
laughed so hard.
yeah, and
I
it just Chris Benoit has a way of just coming into our
permeating,
lives in the
permeating the ethos of our everyday existence.
yeah. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it because it kind of makes me feel like he's watching, but
I mean, but if you needed to have like somebody watching your back divinely, you know,
not Chris Benoit.
I mean, it could be other worse ones.
I would want Aretha Franklin.
Why? So she could sing motherfuckers away?
Yeah, because like in my mind, in death, she's gotten like a Black Canary style sonic scream. Very
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 long
Sindel.
range, very
Yeah.
vertical hitbox, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No. Fuck
Right.
no. Not,
Yeah.
but I don't know, dude. I guess the whole thing about, and then like, okay, as a whole, Father's Day does not get the fucking just desserts that they deserve, dude.
Oh, it's not even comparable to the stuff that happens on Mother's
Not
Day.
even close, man.
Like on Mother's Day, I was seeing people with bouquets of flowers and
Motherfuckers
stuffed
going to
animals.
church, and you
Yeah,
got Mother's Day sales
yeah.
and
But
discounts and brunches.
I think there was a point where there was really a degradation of especially for Black people, the Black nuclear family, and then at some point, fathers wanted to be fathers, and society just didn't catch up to that idea. So it makes it easy for people to be like,
Fuck
fathers
the
ain't shit.
guys with
Yeah,
penises.
yeah. But it's a lot of you see it a lot on social media.
Hmm.
Uh, just
Even with
these.
like Facebook, when Mother's Day, they had like the little flower emote, and then it was like, "Yo, fathers,
No,
what up, niggas?"
I was gonna say like you see these doting fathers and stuff like that, and doting husbands and stuff like that, and it's like so clearly that uh the bad ones are existing in kind of a bubble in that
In a
for the
vacuum.
yeah exactly in that for the most part people are doing what they're supposed to do for the people that they're supposed to do it for. So why are we still acting like no one has a father?
Because the narrative of saying that men don't want to be fathers, etc., is a lot more sexy of a headline than, hey, this guy actually is doing what a family was designed to do.
I guess.
Gasp.
But also,
It's not salacious. It's not
every
enticing.
I
It's
was
no news there. It's nothing that you can really say. This guy's being a good father. It's
yeah.
almost so bad that if you see a dude actually being a father, it's surprising.
I don't think so.
Like
I think
that's
that's
no
changing
no,
less
but
and
I
less,
mean now
or more and more
in
rather.
22,
Yeah.
but it's like, dude, I can't tell you, especially when my children were younger. Like I'm a big ass fucking kid. Those that know that to be the case. I laugh at some of the dumbest fucking shit. I watch cartoons every fucking chance I get.
Hmm.
Type of fucking child. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm with my kids and we out, I'm running around in the fucking zoo just as excited to see an elephant just as they are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be
that's a
careful.
rhinoceros. Right. Right. Don't run too fast around the elephants. They fuck people up. No,
Mm,
but I mean, like, I'm just as excited as they are. And I can't tell you, like, it was a lot of solo missions that I took with my kids.
mm,
Because whether I'm single or not, me spending time with my kids, whether it's just me and them, was very, very much so important.
mm,
Collectively as well as individually, because I want to cater and tailor to their specific needs, wants, desires, and interests. But
mm,
if I'm out and let's say I walk to the gas station with the kids
mm.
and I get me a monster, I get them a juice, we sing our song, we do our dance in the aisle, we excited, we're happy, we're going about our day. That shit is like bitch bait.
What?
Like women were so stupefied, and I got more attention being a father than I did just being me. Like if
Well,
I was just out and about and the same woman would see me without
mhm.
my kids, they wouldn't have thought two times to say shit to me.
That's because being a good father is an attractive quality in a
So you think
long-term
that's like
mate.
a primitive type of innate instinctual reaction?
Absolutely. And the reason we don't have it for women is because we just expect women to be good mothers. It's why they get primary custody so often. It's just kind of something they expect to see.
That a woman would naturally be more nurturing and nurturing and shit of
Yeah. But
yeah,
there,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know, I literally know plenty of women that have not a single maternal bone in their body.
Oh, yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
like they have kids and they're just doing their best.
They have kids and they're like, well, shit, what do I do now?
Right.
Fuck. Wait. Damn it, John. Hold on. I'm podcasting right now, dude.
He's clearly not watching.
Right. He is obviously not watching at all. Dude, I'm podcasting right now with Sadistic. Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Alright, bet. Motherfuckers off and shit like that and talking about, oh, I just woke up. Nigga.
What kind of life you living? You waking up at 6 in the eventide.
Well, he streamed earlier today,
Oh.
and he's like, well, I'm gonna take a nap, chill until motherfuckers get off work, and I can kick it.
Mm.
But he just woke up, and just hit me up, so let you know where his priorities and prerogatives and antennae are at.
Right. You trying to stream, I guess.
Good old John Wick.
I was just gonna say, ain't nothing wrong with that. Get
I
on the
mean,
stream.
dude, I wished I had a fucking I wanted to take a midday nap so fucking bad today, dude.
Mm.
Like I was just at work, like this is the longest day ever.
I've been trying to not
Fuck.
take naps
I
because
I normally don't.
I find it interrupts my sleep. Because for a second I was full nap. I was like napping every day, and then I was like, "Why aren't I sleeping?" It's probably because I'm sleeping every other time but bed.
Right?
Yeah,
So you just up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
and got to get ready to go to work because I work from 5 to
Show me
1.
what you do. Show me what you do.
Oh no, it's listening to old '90s songs. So like Barbie Girl, Ace of Base,
Why are
uh,
y'all peopling?
Crucial Conflict, stuff like that.
Oh no, this motherfucker sadistic up at hey in the middle of the bar. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey now, what's smoking on? Hey in the middle of the bar. Why are we people in? Dog, we are doing a podcast bi-monthly. No, bi-weekly. Yeah, I had it right the first time. God damn it. We're doing it bi-weekly now. So we're
Hmm.
like decreasing the opportunities and the likelihood that we're arguing to people.
Yeah, we're also making it so we don't have 3 weeks between episodes because we get lazy.
Science. Like anybody that knows me knows that I'm a lazy perfectionist. I
I'm
heard
just
the Ace of Base
lazy.
song the other day. What is another Ace of Base song besides I Saw the Sun?
Oh, the sign, Decanto, Voulez-Vous, Happy Nation. Uh
I asked this question as a fucking rhetorical, not as a literal.
oh, no, no,
And
no,
here
no.
you go,
I
listing off Ace of. You listen to Ace. We
I
know that
listen
you
to
have
Ace of Base.
questionable music tastes.
My music taste is not questionable. My music taste is fantastic. It is just not appreciated by you because you don't like ABBA and Ace of Base.
I mean, I never said I didn't like Ace of Base. I just said that I don't know any other songs besides I Saw the Sun.
Oh, okay. I will harass you with Ace of Base songs later.
I mean, I'm almost certain that, like, it's not
Don't
that I
turn
don't like
around.
them.
Yes,
It's not that
exactly.
I don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
They're fine.
Mm.
However, I will block you if you start sending me ABBA shit. I was just talking to PG about my distaste and disdain for fucking ABBA like 2 nights ago.
What do you have against ABBA though?
The same thing I have against YouTube, Creed, Green Day, and the Beatles. I don't fucking like them.
I
They're
like a
fucking
couple of Green Day
trash.
songs.
No,
Circa American Idiot,
no,
but beyond that.
no.
I
I
didn't
don't
know the
think
lead
so.
singer was bisexual. Happy Pride. But
Oh yeah, Happy Pride Month.
yeah, we said it last week too. So I mean
Oh,
the
okay. So we got our
last
bases covered.
episode.
Bet.
Yeah.
Good. Last
Yeah.
thing I need is the angry gays coming at me next. You're not a supporter of the LGBT elemental P.
I think as long as you're streaming Mortal Kombat, you're like automatically an ally.
No, because they be trying to get motherfuckers out the goddamn paint with this faux canceling shit. Like every other day, somebody is homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, Xena the warrior princess. Like it's a lot of fucking shit that they calling other people
Mm,
in this fuck ass, bitch ass, soft ass community.
mm. Here's the thing though. I think we talked about it briefly in the first episode of the season. Gay
Mm.
people love Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, we talked about how vampant the gay community is in the NRS community
Yeah.
versus any other competitive fighter.
Yeah.
Like I see more gay people play Mortal Kombat than I did the My Little Ponies game.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Then again, bronies who were largely straight, fully adult men were
There was the Chads. the
they
Chads.
they were really all in on My Little Pony.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't remember seeing this many. You know what I'm saying? People that's wanna. I almost said some really wild shit. Like I was gonna say on the gay spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
but but that kind of makes them seem like something is mentally wrong with them, or like they have an inability or something like that. Like
No, I
I
think
don't want to conflate the two.
people use spectrum when talking about sexuality.
There we go. Okay. You don't see a sexuality spectrum like this in, like, say, DOA.
I was just gonna say DOA.
And I was going to say that part of the reason is because in Mortal Kombat, you have female characters that are hypersexualized, but then, like, DOA had, like, amazing bounce physics.
I wouldn't say
So I don't think that
amazing.
that was the
I would
case.
say aggressive. Like those bounce physics were scary.
Like, ridiculous.
Like literally hitting them in the face.
Like, you got punched in your face and your titties were reverbing for, like, the next 10 minutes type shit.
Calm Your Tits exists because of Dead or Alive 2.
Specifically Kasumi.
Oh yeah,
Specifically Kasumi.
her and Christy.
Oh, let's not forget Mai from King of Fighters,
Yeah,
who was like literally in a fucking lingerie out here beating people ass with like folding fans.
yeah.
Shut up, Noctium.
Just shut up, everyone. That's how I like to enter rooms too.
Like, shut the fuck up. I'm in here now.
Right, like everybody, shut the
Now,
fuck
what are
up.
we talking about?
Right now, breasts.
Yeah, we're talking about boobs. So, yeah, there's that.
Mm.
But no. Going back to what we were saying before we went on air. What the fuck was it that you was talking about? That you sent me a
Okay,
message.
so in media literacy, which is just your ability to see media and kind of see where it's going from not a diegetic standpoint, but from a viewer standpoint, especially long running stories.
So
mo-
like, wait. So when you say long running stories, are you talking about like a series, like 60 minutes, or like how they followed the Johnny Depp trial for like 3 weeks?
Anything that exceeds like 50 episodes, anything that has enough time for filler, right?
Okay.
I would consider long running. If you need to fill in some space because you can't get to your story, I would consider that long running for the sake of this argument.
Okay.
Think people like, okay, do you remember back in grade school when we learned like that flow chart of how a story was supposed to go with like beginning, rising action, falling action,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
climax? Stories are really terrible at rising action. A lot of stories and storytellers don't know how to escalate. So
Mm,
by that I mean, because okay, so for context, we were talking about Pokemon
right.
and
We was
how
talking about
Ash,
Pokemon versus Digimon, actually.
yeah, and it came up that Ash was still 11, and that
10.
10, God, not even 11. So he's 10, which means the Earth that Pokemon is on hasn't completed
One full
any.
rotation around the sun.
Come on now, but anyway,
And my initial question was, how long is a fucking year in the Pokemon verse? Because
right.
like this son of a bitch was gone for an entire goddamn summer when he was going to the Coral Islands.
Right. And that was in the 90s.
Right, we were still like we were still actively in school.
We
Like they
were,
were not even doing the Pokemon rap for the fucking Pokemon outros anymore
yeah,
when
we
he was
weren't
doing that.
even
Yo,
goodly in
Atomico, what's
Johto
good,
yet.
bruh? What's up?
I said we weren't even goodly in Johto yet.
No, dude, Jotaro barely fucking existed then.
Yeah. It was, but I digress.
Mm,
So with Pokemon, I don't think it's ever supposed to escalate and reach a climax because Pokemon is very good at grabbing new fans, as opposed to most other series which rely on the same fans for a longer amount of time while collecting new ones in small increments. A good example of that is Tekken, right?
mm-hmm.
So Tekken got a whole lot of new fans during Tekken 3,
Yeah, because that's
a
when I
whole,
came in.
a whole lot of new fans for Tekken 5,
Mm-hmm.
and a whole lot of new fans for Tekken 7.
Well, what's the thing is, like Tekken 7 been out for damn near a decade now.
That's why. It's because it lasted for so fucking long. It's been
but they
8 years.
supported, but they supported the fucking game for a very long time.
Listen, I'm ready to go to NetherRealm Studios, throw Tekken up their assholes, and say, this is how you support a fucking product. Okay? Okay?
Like this is how you fucking roll shit out properly, you bitches.
Man, come on now.
Because and that begs a whole totally separate different question.
Yeah.
Like, why does Tekken have like such a high replay value versus Mortal Kombat? Because even as a content creator, even as a commentator, it's
Mm-hmm.
times now where I can't just turn on one of my favorite streamers
Mm-hmm.
stream and actually be entertained watching it. So like even with the moderate amount of success that I've had as a content creator, as a commentator, as a platform owner, I'm
Mm-hmm.
still surprised when I'm streaming at 11 o'clock at night on a fucking Monday and I'm still having 30 to 40 viewers there. Like
Mm-hmm.
you guys really fucking either like me
Mm-hmm.
or like this shit game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a mix and a combination of the two. But that
Mm-hmm.
still is like, holy shit, man. Like, fuck. That's actually. Oh, and that brings. That just brought up a whole nother point I wanted to touch on, too. Go ahead.
Oh, but to circle back, talking about Digimon versus Pokemon and how Digimon characters tend to age, especially in those first two seasons. And well, you can't really talk about the third season of Digimon because it literally is a masterpiece.
What is that with the Digitamers?
Yes.
Ah, Chef's kiss.
with the cards,
Chef
Digimodify.
kiss. Chef kiss.
Man, going around out in the streets screaming Digimodify at the top of my lungs
Digimodify.
to squirrels, which had no idea what I was talking about.
Hey yo, my
But
nigga bugging.
right, you know. But Digimon had an interesting thing where after the third season, none of their animes really hit at
I was
all.
about to say, because I'm not gonna lie, after the Digitamers, I can't say that I really cared.
I watched the fourth season, and
I
it
don't
was
even know what that is.
that was the one where they turned into the Digimon.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was not. And then by that point, you could kind of clearly see that they were trying to recreate the magic of Ty and Matt, and it just wasn't happening. And like,
Can we
it,
talk about how fucking goated and underrated Matt was as a fucking Digitamer?
was he?
Yes.
Because I feel like he wasn't underrated at all. I feel like he's rated exactly where he's supposed to be.
Every time you stream MK11, absolutely love it. You do an outstanding job, and the matches are lit. Not gonna lie. Oh, appreciate it, Cookster, for real, G.
I think
Gratitude.
I think it's this is what. Okay, I'm gonna sidebar and talk about briefly a real world thing about you and your streaming, right? Because
oh shit. Okay.
something happened
Okay.
and you weren't happy about it,
Uh huh.
about your stream, your Thursday stream specifically.
Okay.
But I'm like, people support you though. Like, and to me, it's just an I've been telling you to stream Guilty Gear for so long,
Yeah.
you know, because I know you like Guilty. But now that DNF is coming out, that Thursday stream, DNF, I'm telling you, I think you will experience growth. I think your commentating will improve because you'll have to learn kind of new
A new
and
range.
and in terminology for, you know, a different genre of fighting game. I think it can be nothing but positive, especially because if DNF is popular, it has so many characters. If it's properly supported, it
DNF
can.
is gonna be fucking amazing, dude.
It looks fun, and
It was fun.
I didn't think I was gonna have a main, but I saw the Swiftmaster trailer, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just be Avatar Aang.
no, like that's one of the few. Like I typically don't play like betas and shit like that for games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what drew me to DNF. I think I saw somebody talking about it on Twitter. I'm like, let me see what the fuck this shit is. It's
Mm-hmm.
free. Let me download it. Fuck around. But like, I really fucking enjoyed the hell out of that shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I really truly enjoyed the fuck out of playing DNF. So
Mm-hmm.
like, this was one of the few games that I've absolutely been excited about release of
Mm-hmm.
in quite a while. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've not been excited about a game release in a while.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually going to be one that I can see me dedicating some actual effort to. And then
Yeah,
as of recently, I've been really, really getting into Tekken 7. Like I've been playing the shit out of fucking Tekken 7 as of
you've
recent.
been playing a lot of Tekken 7, yeah.
Yeah, like so like that's fun for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just don't understand the replay value or the lack thereof of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Because they have
see,
a vast variety type of cast. I
mm-hmm.
don't know if it's because the shit is just incomplete or what, but I don't fucking know, dude. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
really hard. And then
I
like a
think,
lot of the top tier players of the game left as well.
oh,
Like
okay.
a lot of them.
Well,
Like I
that makes
can't
sense
tell
to
you the
me.
last time that I've seen Tekken Master, Deoxys, um, Sonic Fox, I had somebody right here on the tip of my damn tongue and I fucking forgot. Dragon.
I was just gonna say
Yeah,
Dragon.
like I can't sit up here and tell you the last time I've seen any of these people play the game.
Yeah. Probably because I don't know. I feel like the top Mortal Kombat players are so that exists in a vacuum. I feel like it's the same kind of group of 8 to 11 people, always the ones killing it. With usually Sonic Fox killing it the most.
Can't even say that because like during this COVID era, it gave spawn to a lot of new good fucking players, dude.
That's good. Did they beat Sonic Fox?
I mean, granted, you Sonic Fox, in my opinion, is on the spectrum, and that is Sonic Fox fucking gift. Like
He can
that is
like
that is Sonic Fox's thing.
he's Rain Manning the frames.
Yes, in any video games, the Sonic Fox thing.
Hmm.
That is their thing,
I can. I
and
think
it just makes sense to me.
he does seem like he's a little on the spectrum. I
Yeah,
don't know if that has anything to do with how good he is in fighting games,
dude.
but
I'm telling you, because I mean, to a degree, I think that everybody is on the spectrum.
oh yeah,
There's
that's
no
why
way
it's a
in fucking
spectrum.
hell you make it past. No, I mean like mid to high.
That's what
It's
I'm
very
saying.
few lows.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that many people. I just think Mortal Kombat
Every
attracts
fucking body, dude.
weird
It's a lot of
people
mid to highs.
and gay people, and I think weird gay people act a certain way. So I think that has a
So
lot
like
to
the
do with it.
culmination of the two is what gives Sonic Foxes their powers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh, you
So
noticed what I was doing, huh?
I was just gonna say like
Yeah,
at
in Pride Month even,
I
huh?
was just gonna say he's at his most powerful this month.
Like I promise. Wait, what is It's an offline coming up too. What is it? CEO, I think. Sonic Fox might go there and just thrash every fucking body, dude.
But he used, and I think that's part of the competitive issue with it. It's like, oh, a Mortal Kombat competition. Sonic Fox is in it. I'm not gonna watch it. I know how it's gonna end.
Well,
You
that's what the
know.
fuck happened at Combo Breaker, dude. It was like the two Chilean twins were there, right?
Hmm.
And I don't know if they're just extra fucking little or I'm just big as shit. It could be a
Hmm.
combination of the two.
If they're
But
Chilean, they're probably little, but also yes, you are large.
but it was like the whole energy the entire time was there was anybody but these two.
Hmm.
Anybody but these two. Like I don't give a shit who the fuck it is as long as it's not these two.
Hmm.
And it's like once Rewind lost and was like, oh, we got a grand final between the twins again. Like everybody just kind of was like, hey, well, where are we gonna eat?
Yeah.
I know that's when I left. Like I shit you not. I know. Like I was one of a lot of people that walked the fuck away at that point.
Mm.
And it was like, well, we seen this shit already. We seen this shit
Hmm.
at what was it? The fucking major that was in Florida. Like we don't want to watch this shit again.
Hmm.
And it's not like they wasn't good because both
Hmm.
of them in their own respective right were really fucking good players.
Hmm.
It's just like it I don't know, dude. It's like watching the Lakers. No, I can't even say that because the Lakers and the Celtics, they had like a rivalry. So like that shit was hype every time
Yeah.
that they went up against each other.
I was gonna say that's
That's
the
like
thing.
gang banging.
Mortal Kombat matches sometimes are not like okay. So your stream,
Mhm.
you're very good at putting matches together, and we've talked about
Thank
this a
you.
little bit before on the stream. You're particularly good at putting matches together, so a lot of your matches are pretty hype. It's like even if someone's getting dominated, it's kind of like that was still an interesting match, you know.
Mm.
Tech everything in Tekken is always hype.
Tekken is so fucking fun to watch, dude.
Yeah, everything in Tekken is always hype. It's
Yo,
never
Lasers, what's going on, bro? This the podcast.
yeah, it's never boring to watch Tekken, right? Mortal Kombat can get boring, especially when you look at like very high level play and no one's doing anything crazy because they want to win. I feel like Tekken lends itself to doing crazy, ridiculous. Oh, perfect example. The video you uploaded when you were fighting the Devil Jin.
Ah,
That
yes.
that Devil Jin knew he shouldn't have never been in the air, but he did it anyway because he knew
And
if he
I
would have
made him
got
pay
you,
for it every fucking time.
right. But he knew if he got you, you know, it
It
would
was gonna
turn the
be
tide.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like that risk reward was interesting to watch. When he went up, I said, "Oh, he might get nope." Leo got him, but it was like it was still interesting, you know, to see. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So you don't have moments like that really in Mortal Kombat now.
Well, I think that it's certain designs in Mortal Kombat. Once you get to like a certain competitive height, that
Mm-hmm.
kind of fucks the game up for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because with Tekken being 3D,
Mm-hmm.
you have a lot more other shit that you have to worry about.
Yeah.
So like a high on Tekken can end your fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas it has the exact same effect in Mortal Kombat where a high can fuck up your day,
Mm-hmm.
but it's other mechanics as well that doesn't lend themselves to enjoyable playing experience. So
Mm-hmm.
like on Tekken, if you throw a low out, they can low parry, bounce you off the ground, and that can lead to you dying.
Mm-hmm.
On Mortal Kombat, you punish somebody correctly on time with the right fucking buttons, and they can flawless block up to you, and that just changes the whole thing.
Yeah. What the fuck is that about? That's
It,
always been weird.
but see the thing, but that's not something that you experience until you get to like a high level competitive atmosphere. Like
Yeah,
your
that's true.
casual everyday like semi-serious casual player is not flawless blocking up to you on a plus string.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? At the
That
most that you have to worry about on the casual level is somebody mashing on your plus frames,
yeah, that's
and you be getting
also
beat out.
yeah, that's also why I don't pay attention to Sonic Fox's tier
Analysis of
lists.
characters, yeah,
Yeah, tier list because he's like everybody's vibe. I'm like to you.
right.
The rest of us cannot use Shao Kahn and win. Okay,
Or Devora,
Devora.
convincingly.
It's
No,
like it's
but
just you.
it's weird. Like I don't know. I really have no idea why the replay value. Like shit, Skullgirls just celebrated their 10-year anniversary. And while Skullgirls is not as major of a title as like say a Mortal Kombat or a Street Fighter,
It's still been going strong for 10 years.
they're still releasing characters and support and patches
Yep, that's
for this
crazy.
fucking game.
I think with Mortal Kombat, I think with fighting games in general, with anime fighters being like more popular than ever, I think the kind of craziness that can happen in a fight is going to be a big um appeal point. And so like the fights in Mortal Kombat 11 seem almost for somehow more grounded, even though they're like as violent and realistic as ever. But I think
I
like the
think
next
I
time we
think
see it,
I
it's
think
going to
that
be
you're onto
wacky.
something as well because like I've never been a fan of X. I've always said it. I stand on that hill probably by myself, and I'm probably gonna down this hill by myself. But I'm going out swinging. Goddamn it! I
Yeah.
still feel like MKX was a mistake. However, as of recent, I've been watching a lot more MKX because it's been like a really weird resurgence, like within the last month. Like I think that it was like just last night alone, dude. It was like three relatively big MKX streams going on,
Mm-hmm.
like coinciding with one another
Mm-hmm.
at like one point in time. So like everybody and their grandma all of a sudden just went back to X, and while X I still think like it was a mistake. Like I don't want a designated run button in my fighting game.
Yeah.
But the way that the shit looks, it was aesthetically not as pretty as 11. I feel like 11's graphics and how they did the stage design, the character designs is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But the combo, the actual fight sequences on 11 was like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
fucking hell, that's wild. But then
Yeah.
there was a lot of also busted shit on like X. Like I watched this dude last night do a teleport combo launch, do the spear, come back, do hellfire restand, and continue to beat the shit out of dude. Like this
Yeah.
motherfucker got hit for like 45, 50 hits and couldn't do shit about it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that's fucked up. Like that, I couldn't see how that would be enjoyable playing.
I,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I think that's actually part of the reason why I'm looking forward to DNF. It's a lot more offensive options.
But see, and that's another thing. It's
It's
way too many
mostly
fucking
offensive
bullshit.
options.
It's too many bullshit options on Wake Up in 11.
Mm,
Like they neutralized the short delay wake up and the long delay wake up to now you just have a delayed wake up and shit, or you can
mm.
forward roll or back roll, or you can up three or up two, or you can wake up jump, or you can block stand and block. That's dumb in a 2D game.
Yeah,
It makes
my
a lot more
problem,
sense in Tekken than it does
yeah,
in 11.
I was gonna say, and not every defensive thing should cost meter. Sometimes I should just be able to roll the fuck out the way. You know?
The frame data on that game is kind of wonky too. Like, okay, let's talk about that. Right, we
Hmm.
have a a universal connotation for buttons. So
Mhm.
like it's universally understood that if you're on the PlayStation, 1 is square. On Xbox, that's X,
Mhm.
right? 2 is Y or triangle. 3 is,
Mhm.
et cetera, et cetera.
Mhm.
Why the fuck is it not universal frame data? Like,
Oh.
why the fuck is -10 on Tekken safe, but -10 to get your shit smoked on Mortal Kombat, but
Yeah.
-10 on Street Fighter recess neutral? What the fuck is that?
I think maybe it has to do with the size of the models.
Bull shit.
You don't
-7 should be -7. Fuck that.
think?
Because the size of the model doesn't dictate shit. If you got a move that starts up at X amount of frames,
Yeah.
it don't make a difference if this motherfucker big and he still got a 7 frame startup move.
Well, I think it's like a hitbox thing, though, right?
No,
It's not.
no.
Hmm.
Yo, hitbox is the range or the area that a move can hit you in.
Yeah. Or you can be hit in.
Right, that's your hurt box.
Hurt box.
Yes.
Maybe it's the hurt box thing. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, because that is only going to affect the defensive aspect of shit.
Hmm.
If this is a high and I'm 4 foot tall and you're 6 feet tall and you kicked over my fucking head, that ain't gonna matter if we both 6 feet and you still kicked over my goddamn head.
Hmm.
A whiff is a whiff. That doesn't matter. So no, that's bullshit.
Hmm. Are you playing Tekken now?
No,
Oh, I'm hearing a controller. I thought.
no, that's me fidgeting.
Oh, okay. This sounds. I thought you were playing this. I thought you were trying to do like the Korean crosswave or something. I
Oh,
was
the
like,
Korean backdash. Yeah,
you're
I'm not
right.
good at that. I kind of just like hop back out the way and shit,
It's
and hope
hard
that
to
you
do
don't
on
hit me.
controller.
Dude, I've seen when I was at Combo Breaker to see the people that was in the fucking audience practicing their
Hmm.
like movement and shit like that, cracked.
Yeah.
It
I was.
is impressive,
It
definitely.
is. It's very impressive, especially when you see it in like high level play.
How the fuck did we end up talking about FGC shit when we was talking about the fucking digestive and consumption of news media? The fuck?
I don't know. We were talking about
That
Digimon,
was your top.
and then we were talking about
Wait, how the fuck did
Pokemon,
we end up all the way over here?
and then we ended up talking about frame data.
Weird. Okay, we
Yeah,
continue.
about Digimon.
Whatever, dude. I don't care.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't even remember where I left off. Digimon. Oh, okay. So escalation in media. So a good example of good escalation is Death Note, right?
The
So
suspense aspect of it.
yeah, so Death Note raises the stakes without doing anything so crazy and overt that nothing becomes insurmountable. It's a good back and forth conflict between the protagonist and the antagonist, even though the protagonist is evil and the antagonist is the good guy. And it's like a steady rise, right? A bad escalation is Dragon Ball Z.
No, I'd take it a step further. Bad escalation is Bleach.
Oh, that too. But I particularly take umbrage with Dragon Ball Z because
Umbrage.
they they it's
Shut up, my Harry Potter fans.
Happy Pride.
Go ahead.
It's oh, they're going to destroy the planet. Oh, they're going to destroy both planets. Oh, they're going to destroy the universe. Everybody can't be stronger than the last person, right? It's the reason why Super Saiyan doesn't matter anymore. We
That's why
know
they said that power scaling in Dragon Ball Z is ass.
ass ass. Naruto was also very guilty of it. You know,
I think Naruto was more plot armor problems than scaling problems.
oh no, it's not a scaling problem, it's an escalation problem. It's like no matter what happens, Sasuke was coming back with a new Susanoo, right?
Or more developed to Susanoo because he started off with just like an arm, and
Yeah,
then a rib
e-
cage, and
exactly.
then
And
a
it was,
upper body, then the whole body.
and he was always going to have it fighting the strongest villain who did such and such and such. It's like stop making them so fucking strong.
But see,
And
the thing is about Sasuke is that Sasuke didn't successfully like do anything. Even though that's
oh
my
no,
favorite character,
it's not about
he
Sasuke. It's about Naruto. right? Like another good example is Sailor Moon was good at it until the end when they came across Sailor Galaxia,
But
right?
see, this is the thing, right? I think that the problem is just like you said, anything that's long running, like 50 episodes, where you have to include filler. The
Mm-hmm.
reason that you don't have that issue with like Death Note is because like Death Note was what, maybe 24 episodes
Mm-hmm.
over the course of maybe what, 100 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had a story to tell. They got the fuck in. They told that story and they got the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
Like
That's
it
what I'm
wasn't no
saying.
need to drag on.
But in relationship to Digimon, they had fucked it up so badly
I don't think that
with
they fucked it up because
they
I think that the new introduction of the new children, it's like the a succession type thing, like
that's
the
why they
next
fucked it up though.
generation of Digimon.
It's not 02 that fucked it up. It was like Digimon Try, right?
Oh, I remember that. Ew.
It's like 10 movies
Oh, I
that's
remember
all
that movie.
bullshit that was so bad they had to redo it and give us another final Digimon
Like the master cut.
movie with those same 8 fucking kids.
Like,
I'm
do
I'm
we
like,
really need to know what the fuck Izzy is doing?
no. And for some reason having a crush on Mimi. It's like, what's that about?
Like, what the fuck? Do we really need to find out where Joe was at?
Should have been having a crush on Mimi.
That would have been a better natural succession, I think.
Yeah, because I feel like the anime kind of set that up. But that goes just to say a lot of media in general is bad at escalation. You know, a good live action example is Riverdale,
Never watched
right?
it.
Okay, so Riverdale started off a show about
Archie,
uh
you know.
Archie playing football, trying to become a musician, and now everyone has superpowers.
But what?
Yeah, I said it. Everyone has superpowers.
Like Bazooka Joe, Archie, Veronica, Riverdale.
Can see the future, can time travel, super like legitimate.
So they turned Archie and the guys and crossbred it with heroes?
I don't know exactly because I also stopped watching it, but it's like if you don't know what to fucking do, cancel the show.
Like, why does Archie have powers?
It makes absolutely zero sense. Another bad example of escalation is Arrow when that show
Ah,
was
the
on.
Arrowverse was kind of sketchy to begin with, though.
It was. They shouldn't have started off with the Green Arrow, and they shouldn't have focused it on the Green Arrow.
But see,
But
the thing
it's
is that they tried to take the same model that Marvel did. Like, up until Robert Downey Jr. did Iron Man, Iron Man was more of a niche, like, type of character.
if
Like,
you
you
had
knew about
told
Iron Man, but you didn't really have like
child
a plethora of fucking people that's like, oh, Iron Man is that dude.
if you had told child teenage me in like 2003 that Iron Man would be the most popular superhero, I would have bitch slapped you. I would have been like, I would have backhanded you like I was somebody else. It is
You would have channeled your
Marvel.
inner Lucy.
Oh, I would have just been 17-year-old you.
Volatile and ready for
Volatile.
action.
It makes absolutely no sense. But I say that to say a lot of times that has a like a it affects the quality of the whole franchise when you cannot properly tell a story. You know what I mean? And I feel like actually let's take it back to Mortal Kombat. Chronica, how can you control time but you getting your ass beat?
Like, are you not omnipotent at all with this
Exactly.
time traveling power? Like, that's one thing that kind of goes synonymous with each other: being omnipotent and time control.
She's like, Raiden won't exist in the new era. Bitch, you already said you've restarted time multiple times. Why
So
didn't
you
you
didn't
then get rid of
see
Raiden?
you didn't see Shane being on some bitch shit, huh?
Right, exactly.
Word.
It's like that makes absolutely no sense. It's just something I don't like in media. It bothers me.
Well, Mortal Kombat as a whole, their fucking writing has kind of been weird for years, man.
It was good up until Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 9 kind of fucked it up.
Isn't that when they did like the reboot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they retconned every fucking like. If you fired the fucking writer, dude, just say that. Like you could
But
have just went in a whole totally different direction.
yeah, the thing is, it was looking better around Mortal Kombat 10, but then they fired that writer who had been
But see, the thing
writing.
is, it's like you had to like again. I made mention to this on a previous episode. Why introduce a whole cast of fucking people that's not going to be there?
They've always been bad at that. Mortal Kombat games have
Like
on
fuck,
average
dude.
8 or 9 new characters, and then
That you never see him again.
yeah, and returning characters are usually split up between old people from Mortal Kombat 2 and a sprinkling of newer ones.
Like I feel like with 11, you should have had an old Johnny Cage, old Sonya, old Liu Kang, old Jax, old Kung Lao, old Scorpion, old Sub Zero,
Mm-hmm.
and it should have been it. They okay. So what they did with 11 was the exact same thing that they did with Dragon Ball Z after the Cell Saga.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gohan was supposed to be that dude. The
Mm-hmm.
torch was supposed to be passed
Mm-hmm.
after he smoked Cell.
Mm-hmm.
Then they was like, you know what? Nah, let's give
But
Goku some new shit.
you know what makes even less sense though? Ed Boon is on record saying that the new characters weren't meant to replace the old ones. They were meant to exist together. And I'm like, nobody asked for that, Edward.
Edward Boonington. What the
Yeah,
fuck are you doing?
it's like Edward Boonington. Why would you introduce new Sonya if Sonya was still going to be there?
Right.
You know,
Why do I need a and then they like nerfed her down. Like if we're gonna get a Sonya Johnny hybrid, I'm gonna need her to be doing zoning and like I need her to do Sonya Johnny shit. Like
right?
not a move here and a move like that's no. Like
Yeah,
Jackie quintessentially needs to be like half cyborg, like the $1 million man type shit.
give her the
Like
ground pound.
take her a
Not
step further.
yeah,
Like now
give
you
her the
got
gotcha.
bionic arms and legs, and like do something with that. Not jump
Yeah.
around and shoot blue goo at fucking people
Although that
with
said, I
all the
do.
Mias in the fucking world. That bitch.
Here's the problem. This is another problem I have with Mortal Kombat.
They character
Why?
design is shit.
Why is Jackie all
Oh
of her
damn.
moves just
Oh
one?
Jack moves.
No, just one. They take up one spot.
Yeah, Cetrion too.
She's too. But Cetrion is not as good as Jackie. I'd argue she is very still good. Yeah, but still, it's. I'm like Jackie needed some moves that took up 2, 3 spots. The way she was beating people's ass.
Yeah, but see, I call back to old episode. You want to make Mortal Kombat 11 interesting? Make everybody's moves one slot.
Yeah,
Everybody get a one slot move. Like
at least
everybody
in
has one slot
casual.
move.
Yeah, at least in
One
casual.
slots. Everybody.
Yeah.
And then just let motherfuckers' creativity go crazy.
Or you know what? There should have been more options like Shang Tsung, where the trailer showed the character doing something that was impossible to do in game by itself, which is all the ninja moves. So they gave him another variation that just gave him all the ninja moves and nothing else. There should have been more characters like that, you know?
Mm,
Like a katana that has the Psy moves and the teleport moves,
yeah.
which wouldn't be useful.
No.
But for example, that's
For
just,
the sake of argument.
yeah, just
Yeah.
more options. It's like you give us all these options and we can't use them. Oh, it was super frustrating in Injustice as well. Like you couldn't even use those moves online. It was like
Why do I
the
have this?
it,
What am I doing?
people
I'm not
and
gonna continue to fucking do these goddamn planets,
yeah,
bitch.
and people were really trying to get the Grayson staff or whatever for Damien.
Mm,
And I'm like, for what? You can't use it against anybody. It's just
yeah.
gonna be there. The super weird decision. I wonder is NetherRealm Studio even still going to exist because apparently WB was trying to sell off the
That
studio.
branch.
Yeah,
And smart business would dictate that that's part of the reason why they've been lackluster full as far as giving information and delay of a new game, etc., blah blah blah, etc.,
yeah.
blah blah blah.
And I pray to Christ that that new game is some type of RPG action game so they can stop putting stupid shit in their fighting games.
I don't think it will.
I
I do not think it will.
I hope it's not Injustice 3. I hope it's not Mortal Kombat 12. I hope it's not this Marvel fighting game. Let them get whatever bullshit they want,
Get it out the way, or
get
sell it
it
as
out of their system.
DLC. But they're not gonna
Not
make money off of that.
no, not
It's
even
gonna be
that.
like 10 people that buy that bullshit. Be like, yeah,
Ed
no, I don't think so.
Ed Boon needs to make his always online, massively multiplayer action RPG that he so desperately wants to make.
This sounds like what the fuck was that? DC Universe. There we go.
Exactly. That he like the those stupid fucking towers that you miss if you're not constantly playing Mortal Kombat. Like it was bad enough in Injustice, and they brought it back. Like for what?
Like we're gonna run it back, guys.
Right. Got me out here sweating trying to get gear so my character can look decent. The fuck you mean?
And see, that's the funny part. Like they really missed the boat on that because if you had it set up where you can buy cosmetics outside of like that bullshit crystal at the main menu where you press the button and it's like, oh, this is on sale today.
Mm-hmm.
Buy these crystals for X amount. They really missed the boat as far as like purchasing cosmetics. And
Mm-hmm.
like if anybody thinks that that's bullshit, you have not played Final Fantasy 14 online.
Oh man, I would have paid good money to dress my characters how I wanted to dress them
Off the top.
off the top.
Like $25 for you to buy whatever costume that you want. I
Right.
would gladly pay that shit 7 times over.
Exactly.
I'm a fucking 2K player. Microtransactions are nothing to me, but you have to entice me enough to actually want to spend money.
Right.
That is
I don't.
not like on Fortnite, for example. I was laughing at some of the dudes that's on my team because they're actively above the age of fucking 20 playing
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite, and I was making fun of them. And I was like, "You're not making millions of dollars playing this game, so yeah, I'm gonna make fun of you for
Mm-hmm.
playing Fortnite." And these motherfuckers actually bought like skins,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
not it. Like, dude, that's just like when we started up Grand Blue, and they was like, "You want to buy this character? That's $7." Eat a dick. I'm not. No,
I was like,
no. I
the, I
immediately turned the game off.
I saw it today as well when I didn't play Grand Blue, but I went to the PlayStation store and they were like anime games, and I was like, your season pass is still $34.
On a game that is not widely supported in America. Fuck you.
Exactly. Maybe if I was in Japan, sure. And then I already like Fairy, who was part of the default roster. I was like, why would
Is
I?
that's the one with the whip, right?
It's the one with the whip, yeah,
Yeah, I liked her too. And I mean, like, what is her name? Matera?
with the bow.
Off top,
Yeah, of course.
off top.
Yeah,
You shoot arrows at people. I want to maim you.
yeah,
Just that's it. Just simple as that. Why do I need this motherfucker with this sword? And like, you guys are not even giving me cool fucking options like Soul Calibur. Like, it's 17 different motherfuckers with a sword, but they have different types of swords.
yeah. Oh, poor Soul Calibur. While we're talking about fighting games too.
I'm talking about different type of neutral rage inducing gameplay.
It's so weird because Soul Calibur, especially Soul Calibur 1 and 2, used to
Soul
be
Edge.
the standard for 3D fighting game. Like the 8-way run system.
That and Virtua Fighter.
Virtual Fighter, yeah, but Virtual Fighter is a completely different. That's
Virtua Fighter.
frames.
Virtua
That's
Fighter.
frames.
You want to learn frame data? Go play Virtua Fighter.
Go play
Holy,
Virtual Fighter.
but no, I can't even say that because it's not a universal frame data system.
It's not a universal frame data system, but just frame moves are so much more important in Virtual
All
Fighter.
execution is so fucking tight in Virtua Fighter, dude.
It is almost unforgiving. It is
It's
extremely competitive.
tedious. It is tedious, dude. Like, it's no such thing as button mashing on Virtua Fighter.
Absolutely not. That computer will tap your ass
On easy.
100%.
Like, you thought that you was gonna get the. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. But the one thing that I can appreciate about Virtua Fighter is that if a move is safe, it's safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're plus, you're plus. You know, it's no giver. It's nothing to get called into question at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you should definitely not press a button right here. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
But yeah, state of video games, right? Okay, so I don't know if it's because I'm getting older
Mm-hmm.
or is it because the quality of shit that's getting put out has decreased.
Mm-hmm.
But I find myself not enjoying games like I once did. Like I just bought dude. I was at GameStop fucking around and I
Mm-hmm.
had a cup. I got the Mass Effect Collector's Edition or the Legacy Legendary Edition because
Okay.
it's like, oh, I have yet to play it on a 5. I
Mm-hmm.
played it on a 3. I beat all of the games. It's been a while. I'm gonna relive that shit, and I'm gonna be as much of a fucking intergalactic cosmic dickhead as I can be.
Mm-hmm.
But then I turn on the Returnal because I got the updated patch and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I played it, and it's like, okay, it's aesthetically beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The controls are not overtly complicated,
Mm-hmm.
and I just did not care.
Mm. I bought that. I did that first planet when
Returnals or
uh uh no, just that first Mass Effect.
uh
And I did not play it after that.
like in general or the legendary edition?
In the Legendary Edition.
Ah, okay.
Because remember, I was playing Mass Effect
Right, right,
when
right. You got it when it came when they first announced that they was doing the legendary edition or some shit like that, right?
no, I got the first one way back when, and I remember getting it and stopping it because I'm not good at shooting and aiming. And then the second one was coming out. No, the third one was coming out, and I was like, "Oh, I got to beat the second one." Oh shit, I ain't finished the first one. So I was like, "Let
And
me
then they
do
came out
this."
with Andromeda, and they like, shh, we don't talk about Andromeda.
I played so little of Andromeda. I did like the first introduction stages and immediately started playing multiplayer every day. And then
If I fall asleep proactively playing your game, that is a good indication that it is a bad game. Like,
yeah, but
and it's not like I was like late at night. I just got off of work and I just bullshitted on the. No, dude, it was like noon
yeah,
and I'm asleep. That is a problem.
yeah, and also it was just too buggy. Like even in multiplayer, there were certain enemies that could one shot kill you, and you could use like a grenade on them to kill them, but the grenade would glitch and they would still kill you. And it's like I'm not doing this.
So it's like Destiny multiplayer.
Like Destiny One multiplayer, yeah.
Yeah, like that multiplayer. It was like it had a very very strong set meta
Yeah. Also,
for it.
we live in a generation of games where people get a do over. Like they turned Destiny into something really viable, and then No Man's Sky got turned into something.
When No Man's Sky first came out, it was so bad. Like they was dinging the fuck out of it, dude.
It's crazy because I liked it when it first came out. I was like, this is a pleasant
Calm,
experience.
chill game.
Yeah, but I hadn't followed the development. So I didn't know all of this shit had been promised to them and it just wasn't delivered. And it got there eventually and it got there for free to the point where it completely salvaged their reputation. But I'm like,
Unlike Bungie.
right. Or even something like Babylon's Fall, where people like hated
Oh
Babylon's
God,
Fall. But the thing is, I play Babylon's Fall every day. I was like everybody else is playing Elden Ring. I was like, I'm playing
that's because
Babylon's Fall.
Elden Ring was an amazing game. That was my
Apparent
first FromSoft game that I actually completed.
it
So
was
I was very proud.
my first FromSoft game. Period. I will not be buying another one. That
Yeah.
game, I just don't like the rolling.
No, I mean that mechanic is probably what made it. It was just the right enough difficulty that made it seem like, yeah, you're doing really fucking bad,
Yeah.
but
Apparently, it's the
you're right
easiest From
there.
Software game,
Oh yeah,
and I get it. I grew up playing Nintendo games. I understand the frustration
that Donkey
of
Kong Country too, bro.
how hard some things can be. Oh, Super Mario 3. Uh,
Super Mario 3 was
right,
definitely hell.
right.
Wait, was that the one when you had the little map when you was like going stage to stage and you had to get like the keys and the shit like that?
Yeah, that was Super Mario 3.
Yeah, oh man.
Or perhaps Super Mario World.
That might have been Super Mario World. But
Yeah,
like,
which had Super
dude,
Mario 3 on it. Yeah,
no, Super Mario All Stars had 3 on it.
that might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, talking about fucking hell, or
Yeah,
like the Lion King game on the Sega. It's
yeah.
hard. Or Spider Man on the Game Boy.
I never had Spider-Man on the Game Boy.
Oh, dude, that game was so fucking hard for no goddamn reason.
I did have the Spider-Man and X-Men game, and that game was
The
hard as
the
fuck.
side scroller like beat 'em up.
Yeah, and then
That was so
like
dope though.
you would play with Spider-Man in the first stage, and then you can pick your X-Men for the second stage, and all of the stages were in fucking possible.
Oh, speaking of which, I heard really good things about that Ninja Turtles game.
Apparently, it's superb, but I don't doubt it. The Scott Pilgrim people did it, and the Streets of Rage people did it, so they're very much in their wheelhouse of like classic beat 'em ups.
But a lot of people was like, "Oh, it was only 10 hours," and I was like, "Dude, you bought the game for $25. What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Like,
what do you expect? It's a throwback to classic beat 'em ups. The whole
that's like
point is you play it again on a harder difficulty.
that's like people complaining in our age group about how easy Pokemon is now. And it's like, yeah, for you being 35 years old, you're not supposed to have difficulty playing a Pokemon game. But
Exactly.
for like that 10-year-old that just beat that ball, like for when you was 10 and you picked like a Charmander to
And you
fight
beat Brock?
Brock,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you turn around and have to fight Misty right afterwards,
Yep.
and then you're playing Pokemon Red, so now you're over there in that little strip of grass over there on the other side of Nugget Bridge, trying to find like a Bellsprout or a fucking Oddish because that fucking Starmie is busting your ass.
Oh, getting caught out in the grass when your Pokemon was dying was like a survival horror game.
No, when your
It was
Pokemon
like,
was
oh my god,
you were
I gotta get
poisoned.
to the Pokemon Center. I
You
gotta
were
get to the Pokemon
poisoned
Center.
trying to get to the Pokemon Center.
Right.
Oh man,
Yeah,
what was that?
terrible.
Rock Tunnel, or what is that the one? Rock Tunnel,
With the
where you had
Zubats?
no, that's Empty Moon.
Oh right, Mount
The
Moon.
other one where you had to have strength and flash. I think it was Rock Tunnel, like
I,
outside of Fuchsia City.
yeah. I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, dude, that was fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
having
nostalgia.
having a psychic Pokemon trainer, it was like this bitch cheating.
Or fighting Lance and all them bitch ass fucking Dragonites and Dragonairs and shit. Like, oh yeah, you're just a fucking dick.
I had an Articuno, so I was fine.
Like, no, you're just a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like, what the
I,
fuck? Max Heal or Max Restore. Fuck
oh,
you.
it's like you. Who the fuck do you think you are? Is that first bitch with the ice Pokemon?
What is it?
Stay
Agatha? No, Agatha was the ghost bitch.
the Prima or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
The Lapras stayed healing her Pokemon. It's like, bitch, if you don't let this Dugong die.
And then it was like they took the most obscure Pokemon and made them good. Like, who the fuck is actively walking around with a goddamn Dugong?
Right.
Who the fuck does Sea King, nigga? Really? A Sea
Right.
King? Word? And then
But
the
that's
only
the thing
thing I
about
could think about
Pokemon,
was like,
though.
where the fuck did this nigga get a goddamn Dragonite from? Like, did you really spend all of that money in the Safari Zone looking for that goddamn Dratini, my guy?
Right. I did.
I mean, second playthrough, yeah.
Yeah. No, first playthrough because I really like Dragonair. So I actually did the dummy and stopped it from evolving because I like Dragonair much more than Dragonite. If I could go back in time and slap my 8-year-old self, I would. But I was going around with like this level 100 Dragonair thinking I was somebody. No, no.
Oh, then the newer generations when you gotta fight the fucking Metagross and the Salamence.
The newer generations where Pokemon are hyper beaming you for walking.
Oh, you talking about like what's that? Legend of Arceus?
Arceus or whatever.
Arceus,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that I heard that's how Scarlet and Violet is supposed to be. Like
Yeah,
the
I think it
traditional
is.
Pokemon game is no more,
Yeah, which is
which
good.
is cool. Like I liked how Arceus or Arceus or whatever the fuck the damn
Yeah,
legendary. I still haven't finished it actually. Now that I think
I
about it,
I never even bought it, but
it was actually really fuck. It was like the precursor to like the Pokemon world that we know of now.
yeah.
So like people were just starting to actively get cool with Pokemon. Like niggas was afraid of like Zubats and Rattatas and shit like that.
Mm,
Like it's a Pokemon, get away!
yeah.
It was
I
like a
do.
level 2 fucking wheel.
Yeah, I do believe I'm going to get Scarlet, and I do believe I'm going to get the Sassy Duck.
As your starter.
Yeah,
I'm already knowing. I didn't even have to see what starters were what to know what my starter was gonna be.
the
It's the
fire
same
one.
fucking starter since the fucking beginning.
Yeah,
I'm rocking the fire type no matter what.
yeah.
I just hope that it's not a fucking firefighting.
If you guys got like the eighth firefighting, it would be so funny.
I really hope that it's not a firefighting. Like, like when we got that fire psychic, I was like, oh my goodness, finally. Or
Yeah,
and then a damn tiger that turned into like a fucking luchador, and it was a fire dark
dark, right? And it was
that
like,
did fighting moves.
I would say, is it a fire dark or is it just really a firefighting with a black stripe?
with a black, yeah, with a mask.
Yeah,
El Tigre. Oh man, but yeah,
good old Pokemon.
good old nostalgia. Talking about a fucking company that did right and not fuck up the formula.
Yeah, they were like, listen, this, and then like the things that they added were so subtle, but they made such a big impact. Like playing Gold and Silver and being able to like when it turned night,
And you can evolve your fucking Eevee. Like that was the only time that you was able to get an Umbreon was at night.
that it turned night. Period. I was like,
Big.
this. I
Oh,
was
with
like,
the
this
like
is
the day changes on there. Yeah.
yes. I was like, this is amazing. I have never seen anything like this in my fucking life. I was like, this is the future. I was so impressed.
And then
Or
you
the
were actually able to have like a Pokegear watch that you was able to sync with your game.
yep,
So like your steps counted
yep.
in real life towards like hatching your egg. That was
Eggs.
a fucking amazing, dude.
Yep, that's how I got my Espeon. Or even better, you beat the game and then they're like, oh, go across the river. And you go across the river and you're back in Kanto. You're like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
dude. When they introduced the Kanto region to the Johto region, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo. I need to see a fucking map though. Of the
Me too.
Pokemon verse.
Because I have no idea what that fucking place looks like.
I want to see a map of the Pokeverse. Because like everybody has like their own region or country or whatever it seems like, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see this shit. Like I want to see the topography for the fucking Pokemon verse. And how
Mm-hmm.
come we never was able to go do the fucking Coral Islands?
I think it was, I think you couldn't yellow, right?
No,
Because it was based more off the anime.
no.
Hmm.
Coral Islands did not exist in any Pokemon game that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe it was anime filler.
I mean, still, you would think
Like,
that they would cash in on that.
remember the
Like,
GS
dude,
ball?
they had Yeah,
Didn't do shit with it.
yeah.
Also, let's end on this note.
Pokemon Snap. Yeah.
No, Ash's stepfather is a Mr. Mime.
I mean, yeah.
Does that mean she's sleeping with it?
I mean, she's either getting fucking stroked out by Mr. Mime or Professor Oak, and you can't change my mind.
I don't think it's Professor Oak. I think it's Mr. Mime, unfortunately.
And one of the two.
That's so crazy.
I mean, is it though?
Yes. Okay. Now, I'm a woman. My husband is either dead or long gone. I live in the Pokemon world.
I'm gonna say
But-
he's dead because Ash did way too much for this nigga not to come back as an absentee father.
Okay, so dead. I see Mr. Mime and I see Machamp. I'm gonna go with Mr. Mime.
At least the Machoke.
At least the Machoke.
At least the Machoke.
Because Machamp is kind of giving Goro, so maybe that's too many arms.
At least the Machoke.
I'm like, I'm gonna go for something that's at least a little more vaguely
Humanoid.
human, right? It's but what makes it weird is how she treats the Mr. Mime. Like she's the one treating it like a husband. It's not doing it itself.
And Mr. Mime was like, "Cool,
Right. I'm like,
I'm
what
a,
is?
I am okay with this."
I guess
Interspecies
so.
love, like
It,
love
that
is interspecies love still counts as love.
that is so
So can we
weird.
add a P to the elemental P army, like officially? So now it's LGBTIAQ plus P.
What's the P?
Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Yes.
Uh, well, no, because technically, Mr. Mime, I believe, is still a man. So technically, it's a
No,
it's a
Mr. Mime
straight
is
relationship.
definitely a fucking Pokemon, dude.
No, it's a Pokemon, but it's a male Pokemon,
Right. But
and it's
that's the interspecies aspect of it. You get the dogs are you have male dogs and female dogs, but they still have definitive genders.
yeah, but they're not on the. This would mean that Ash's mother would have to be exclusively attracted to Pokemon.
No, because that they don't have that for non-binary people or like bi people. You can just get your jollies off to Pokemon specifically.
That's what I'm saying. She would have to be attracted to. There would have to be people liking Pokemon would have to be on the spectrum of sexuality.
Right. That's what the P come in at.
But that's what I'm saying. She would have to be attracted to other Pokemon. If she's only attracted to Mr. Mime, and is she attracted to other Mr. Mimes?
Nah, this one just tickle her fancy.
See, that's weird.
It
That's
does it
worse.
does the thing with its hands that she
Let's
like.
see. I don't like that.
It does the thing with the hands.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah. But hey guys, if you want to ask us a question, I'm gonna drop my socials in the chat. I'm gonna actually start pushing that a little more
Mm.
to get more perspective on shit. Or like how Steve Harvey have like the strawberry letters and people send them in questions and then we give our feedback and shit
Oh, okay.
to all five of our fans, you know.
Yeah, as we all want to
Definitely
do.
that's what we want to do. We want to give back to you guys. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions on shit or
Mm.
give us questions that you think that would be entertaining for us to answer. Like I'm just waiting on somebody who's like, if you had to choose 90s Wesley Snipes versus 90s Denzel Washington, who you gonna pick? I'm waiting on it.
90s Wesley Snipes because I feel like Tu Wong Fu trained him to be an assassin.
Without Tu Wan Fu, he would not have been able to be an efficient blade.
Right. Tu Wong Fu prepared him for that.
The elegance of drag dressing
The
as a drag
artist,
queen.
the artistry. Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
why do not? Okay, so every time you hear about Tu Wan Fu, right? You hear about John
Hmm.
Leguizamo, you hear about Wesley Snipes, but nobody ever say anything about Patrick Swayze.
I think it's because John Leguizamo kind of looked like John Leguizamo was being a trap. Like,
John Leguizamo was just John Leguizamo with makeup on.
right. Well, not
Like this
even
was not
that.
out of character for John
E- ex-
Leguizamo.
exactly. He was like playing the role that was like, I do it. And then like Wesley Snipes was so funny in the role. And I guess because it was like, I
I
don't
can
know.
be flamboyantly me.
To me, it was because it's the basketball scene, and he has the audacity to do a layup and then run away all dainty, like he's small and not this big old black dude that just fully
With
did a
broad
layup on
ass
their
shoulders
ass.
and shit.
Exactly. It's so funny. And then it's like the movie is weird because even though they are drag queens, they never take off their drag. So they're like living as women, which would make them trans.
Oh, cross dressers at least.
Not even cross dressers, because cross dressers just do it for sex mostly.
No, no, okay.
Yeah, it's like when you don't take it off, you're getting into other letters. So
Right, right.
yeah, so
So
I'm
that's
like,
like pre-op.
right. Essentially, there are three trans women living as trans women amongst these people who didn't know they started off as men, except for the fact that those women were exceedingly polite
And they were
for the
fucking
90s,
hideous, dude. Like, god damn.
except for John Leguizamo.
I want to watch it now.
John Leguizamo was all right, especially compared to the other two. But also, I think that's part of the joke. I think if you look at like actual drag queens and stuff like that, they take the illusion a little more seriously. And also, have you ever seen a drag king?
No.
They are such showmen. Like drag queens are putting on
Why did I never
dresses.
think of that?
Instant drag kings are like doing full Bobby Brown new edition choreography to entertain people. It is amazing. And I'm like, where do y'all find the energy to do any of that?
Look, Lola just messaged me. It was like every time I listen to y'all, I find a new movie to watch.
That's what we need to do movie recommendations, like a
we
top.
need, yeah, we definitely need to sit down. Like, okay, so let me make a note of this now,
Yeah.
so that I can remember.
We
Two
need to
weeks, we're gonna do a movie episode.
yeah, each need to pick like our top five.
I got my top five right now. I can rattle that shit off. I can damn near rattle off my top 10 right now.
I would need to seriously sit and think about it.
I can damn near. Okay, so this is the 18th, so we're gonna do it on the 2nd. Okay.
Yeah. We're doing a movie episode.
Yeah, I'm making a note of it now. And who knows? We might even have a fucking guest on with us at that time.
Hey, yeah, I would love that.
We might have
They
to have a guest on to debate with
they could
us.
do their top five too.
I mean, yeah, I'm actually looking to it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see who would work dynamic wise with us.
We need to get Bryn to do it.
We definitely. Oh my god, I gotta hit Brent up. Matter of factly,
Like, she says she doesn't want to because she won't have anything to say, but we never have anything to say.
never. We started off with like an abstract ass fucking loose concept that we like confirmed.
And then went in a completely different direction.
Ended up somewhere that neither one of us was even aware of.
And then vaguely circled back before we started talking about. I like how the podcast, the last 20 minutes, is just a stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
I appreciate that about us.
I'm messaging Bryn right now. Like, I would
Mm.
love to have Bryn on. Like, we might have to like softcore bully her.
Yeah. No,
Like, we would
really.
definitely have to, cause like we've been friends with Bryn for over a fucking decade now.
Yeah,
So it's
well,
like not what.
I was gonna say she also really loves movies, so she would be good for that episode in particular.
You want to take a bet that Donnie Darko is in our top 5?
I don't know if Donnie Darko was in her top five, but I know it's gonna be something that's fucking with her Catholicism and her
Yeah.
sexuality, because she has been on this priest thing ever since she saw
Midnight Mass.
Midnight Mass.
That and I wonder. I haven't seen as much Russian tracksuits from her as of recent, given light of political states and everything of that nature.
No, I haven't. Midnight Mass makes me so mad. I've never seen a vampire that looks more like a vampire in my life. And they're like, it's an angel. It's like, bitch, where? Of the most vampire-y vampire to ever vampire. And they're like, it's an angel. Like, no.
Like, you really missed the fucking beat.
Like, y'all don't have fucking vampires where y'all come from?
Clearly not.
Like, not even in fiction? The fuck?
So, like, Anne Rice is not a thing to you guys at all, huh?
At all. I'm like,
so I fucked the people up in my job when I told them that Pennywise and Mary Poppins is the same creature. Same type of creature.
yeah, right?
That both of them possess the Shining. I did not know that all of the original kids from the Losers Club until I think PG told me yesterday. All of them had the Shining as well. That's why they was able to hurt them.
Yeah.
I did not know that until yesterday or the day
Stephen
before.
King
Within the
has
last 48.
Yeah, at one point we're gonna have to
Do a
read
Stephen
a
King
lot of this.
episode?
Yeah,
I've read a lot of his shit.
I have read almost none of it,
I've read a lot of Stephen King when I was younger.
but I have watched a lot of adaptations. And the
So like
like
Salem's Lot, Pet Cemetery, The Shining.
yeah,
Yeah.
Doctor Sleep,
I've
Christine,
not seen Doctor Sleep in a long time. Cujo.
Cujo,
What the fuck was the one with Kathy Bates?
Misery,
There we go. Yeah.
Carrie.
And all of this is in the same verse, by the way.
Yeah, the same universe.
Yeah, this is all in the same. And what the fuck is that? It's a tower or something.
Dark Tower.
There we go. Yeah, I didn't really get into Dark Tower.
Yeah, Dark Tower is like his magnum opus.
It's dense.
Yeah, it is. Also, weirdly, he's in it.
Oh, so he Stan Lee'd it?
Yeah, no, not even that. He's like Stephen King is a character that interacts with the main character for the plot, not like a cameo.
Huh.
Yeah,
What was the other one that it was a show? I want to say Rose Red, maybe?
I do believe he did Rose Red. He also did. I don't know if it's Under the Dome, but it was Under the Dome like a
Oh, yeah, yeah,
town
yeah, 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 yeah.
cut off. Um, what else did he do with Dreamcatchers? Um, just a lot of stuff. Basically,
He
if it's
did do
creepy,
Dream Catchers.
yeah, if it's creepy and it's in Maine, he
Yep,
did
he
it.
did Rose Red. He did Rose Red in 2002.
Yeah, and the thing is about his stuff is everybody shines. It's just that some people shine a lot brighter, and that's when they get like,
Shine bright like a diamond.
but don't because that's how you get carried.
Yeah. Well,
So like,
no. If anything, Carrie is like a life lesson. Don't be a dick, because somebody might kill you at prom.
it's also don't be so religious that you think sex is evil. Just come and shut up.
Just masturbate and be in peace.
Yeah,
Be in peace and at touch with yourself. That's one.
literally. Yeah,
That is funny. We might have to do a Stephen King episode too, dude.
yeah. I think the next two we're gonna do movies, and then we're gonna do Stephen King. I think.
I mean, I think like within the next 2 weeks, I'm just gonna go on like a Stephen King binge and just
I
like
was
watch shit.
I was gonna say the same thing.
That would give us some because from what I've gathered, Stephen King shit is still really relatively close to the writing. Like he
Yeah,
might as well had did like the screenplay himself type shit.
yeah. Oh, he also did The Mist.
I did not think. Wait, I thought that was M Night Shyamalan.
No,
Now, are we talking about the Mist where they didn't find out to like the end that these was
wait.
like these creepy spider thingies?
Yeah, I said, was that The Mist or was that something? I'm thinking of the. I think you're thinking of The Fog,
Maybe.
which is different than The Mist, but similar in that it's monsters in the atmosphere.
And fucking shit up that people can't really see.
Right.
Which, by the way, I went to work several days ago, and it was like really fucking Silent Hill levels of fog, dude.
And this is a great way to full circle end it. Myotis mod in the real world. All that fucking fog.
No, like I literally was not able to see one car length in front of me,
Yeah.
and there was a car there.
That whenever I see that, I always think of. I don't think of Silent Hill. I always think of Myotis mod, and I'm like, "Where's my Digimon?"
No, I'm
Um,
sitting here. Only reason I think of that is because like the road that I take to work is like a main road,
mhm.
but it's like farmland to like the left.
See, I don't have time for Silent Hill because
Like I'm just waiting on the triangle here to walk his ass in the middle of the fucking street so I can hit him and
that's
keep
what I
him
was
moving.
gonna
But
say. I
like,
was I was gonna say the Silent Hill monsters are on some other shit. Like if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do Resident Evil because it's like they're basic zombies. There's some scary bioweapons, but I'm not trying to get that deep in it. I'm not part of stars. I'm not trying to save
right,
nobody.
like
I'm
this
getting
is
out of
not like that
Dodge.
would never. It'd be like what was the they had like a spin-off game where like everybody was kind of like at the bar and they had to like survive and shit.
Yeah, I
What was
know
that
exists.
Operation Raccoon City or some shit like that?
I think Operation Raccoon City is the one where they were like a team of
That nobody
people.
liked. Like they was like the SWAT team and shit. I can't.
Yeah,
Or was it like the Dead File? It was something like that, but it was
I
like a
know
PlayStation 2
exactly.
game.
Yeah, and each person had like
A different
extra
specials.
inventory, or this person
Yeah,
can
that was
play
like the little
dead.
Asian chick with the book bag.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like she was like low key the main character.
Yeah, I mean because like she was quintessential to surviving that fucking game. Like
Hell yeah,
nobody
she
went to like the off-duty stars agent. Like no.
no, no. Don't nobody want cheap Leon. It's like give me
Like,
this girl with the backpack with the extra space.
or the black dude that ran really fast. Like at the
Yeah,
time, it was very much so racially driven,
Oh,
But in the fact that
now?
this was like a survival horror game, it's like that was definitely advantageous. So
Oh
like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna be mad about the fact that I can run faster than everybody else. I'm just not.
absolutely. Because I'm leaving you. I'm
It's like a
hitting it.
black suit. I seen a fucking TikTok that said that shit. It's like either you're gonna be an accessory or or wait, what the fuck he said? An accessory or detriment? He's like, I'm gonna need you to keep up with me because if you fall, I'm not looking back. I'm not
No,
helping you up. And
at
now
all.
you're gonna become an accessory because now you're serving to slow down whatever the fuck is chasing us. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not helping you. And I mean, I've been under that act since I was in like high school. You lie when you die. Like, hey, I'm not helping you, my guy.
You don't have to be the fastest. You just don't have to be the slowest.
You don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be faster than a motherfucker that's with you while you're getting chased.
Absolutely, and I will trip you. So
Smooth as hell. Like the cleanest motherfucking back sweep from Mortal Kombat.
absolutely, absolutely.
And keep him running.
Yep. And so what happened to such and such? I didn't even see him leave with us.
Better
Let's
yet,
go.
what the fuck, dude? Shane from Walking Dead, when he shot Buddy ass in the fucking leg and kept him moving.
Oh yeah.
Like that was fucked up on Shane's part, but I completely understood the situation.
The Walking Dead started off so good.
It did, and it lost so much momentum.
I did not even finish the second season.
I tried to watch it again, dude, last summer, and
I
I think I
watched.
tapped out right around the same spot.
Yeah, I stopped watching the second to last episode of the second season.
Lola talking about I hate you both. Nah, but you say that only because you know that we're fucking right and that you would do the
Right.
exact same fucking thing. Or you the motherfucker
Listen.
getting shot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But understand.
Well, first of all, here's the thing. My fight or flight response is heavily geared towards fight anyway. So if something is getting me to run, I'm not getting caught.
You might need to take heed.
I'm not getting caught. Like,
Oh, everything. Like
yeah,
I tell everybody that I'm around, like, look, in the event that a zombie apocalypse pop off, do know I'm only going to tell you once if I like you to bring your ass.
I'm not telling you once. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Like it's a small handful of humans that I would be sad if they got Thanos snapped on this planet. It's a small handful, full, and it's like I would give them at least a heads up, like, hey, I'm on my way to Wyoming. You rolling
You
it
know,
all?
the Thanos snap really is. I was watching WandaVision, and they kind of give you a glimpse of what happens when they get unsnapped, and everybody literally just comes back right where they
Just like
were.
pop back
Right.
into reality.
And this person was looking for her mother who had cancer, and she was like, she died like a few years ago. I'm like, fuck you mean?
Damn.
Right. It's
How
like
long was you gone after you got snapped?
it was 5 years.
Damn. So like they was moving on interstellar time. For every 1 minute here is 7 years on Earth.
Right. So like people were coming back, people had moved into their houses. Like if I got snapped and unsnapped and somebody was in my house,
I'm haunting them.
You best believe you're getting the fuck out and you're leaving every single one of your belongings because they belong to me now.
I'm officially about to become a real life ghost. I don't give a shit. I'm hunting you.
I was just like, that's crazy.
No, I seen a TikToker that was like, having ghosts is a rich people problem. Like you never see in a haunted apartment, it's always a haunted house. So it's like, if you have a house in this type of economy, fuck you. You deserve that goddamn ghost. I hope it knock all of your fucking shit over too. Fuck you and your 401k.
Yeah, I saw one that said ghosts are either not real or can't hurt you because if there were, there would be no white people.
Science.
And I was like,
it was an old white dude that said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's so true.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking accurate, man. That is definitely fucking accurate.
Yeah.
Because it's like at that point you have to smoke motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, she said presumably nothing. I'm off that day.
Great. Because she just needs to get over whatever hurdle whatever mental block she has, and come on and talk about Midsummer with us.
Oh. I told her that we are telling her that you need to download Zoom so that you can get on our fucking podcast with us. Like, no,
Yeah.
this is. I'm not asking you shit. The only question I had to ask, I've asked. Are you working and busy? No? Good. Download this fucking application and bring your ass, woman.
She doesn't have to be on camera. It could
Nothing.
just be her voice. It's just,
And
yeah.
just go full Bryn. Oh, I can't
Full
wait.
Bryn.
Oh,
Full
I can't
Bryn.
fucking wait.
Full New Orleans.
Oh, happy squirrel. A happy squirrel with a destitute outlook on life. That is fucking
Mm.
amazing. I cannot wait. I think this is a good time though. What, we're 2:20 in?
Yeah, we had our full circle moment with my
She
oldest
said,
bond.
"Oh dear," like people seeing my face and being aware of my existence.
Oh, I'm the main person who says being known is like a Travis is a personal hell, but that's why my face is this somehow still accurate emoticon.
Oh no. Okay, so for all five of our fans, right? We're doing a fucking contest. So like for $500 donated, Sadistic is going to do a face reveal.
You will pay for your disappointment at my medium ugliness.
But it's a $500 donation. Like you have to donate $500, and it doesn't even have to be all at once. It can be over a course of time.
Mm.
Obviously, if you want to expedite the process, she said, "What's the thing?"
Movies. Top 5 movies.
Okay. Yeah. Like I'm gonna have to send her the link to one of our podcasts so that she knows that it's not very much so structured and based off of one said topic.
We are just feeling loose and fly and free and just talking about whatever.
Whatever comes to mind. John Wick, all of them. Wait, have we ever had a concept or a conversation about something that either one of the two of us has felt was taboo?
Not really.
I mean, like, I know you and I have our personal conversations on the daily, and that shit can get really fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
I think one day we need to both be drunk, like simultaneous. Like, we have to come onto the podcast already fucking drunk to talk about Bianca.
Oh, I'm not doing that. That is dead.
No, that's a Patreon episode.
That's another $500.
That's behind the paywall. I am also confused about where I am. Oh, John has just woken up and awakened his shining abilities. Dope.
Mm.
Or he just got unsnapped. One of the two. Doma, Doma, Doma. Oh, that's Destroy Us fucking emotes. Well, yeah, I think this is a good time, dude.
I think so.
Alright. Well, thank you to all five of our fans that come out and support our podcast. That's amazing. I probably should have posted the link on Twitter. That might have gotten us like 2 more watchers. But at least for like 10 minutes, right? But this has been another episode of Assorted Fucks. I'm your favorite drunk commentator on Twitch, and I think that I'm gonna start my drinking.
Mm.
The mayor of mid tiers, Dr. Doom's evil doppelganger, the toxic Shadow King himself, Zero fucking Lucy. And joining me on the mic, as always, is the Luciano fact checker, Mr. My rent is paid and I ain't got no kids, Mr. I'm not excited about anything, Sadistic Dance.
If an elephant kills you and finds your funeral on the day you have it,
You deserve it.
in a dramatic enough fashion to interrupt it, listen, that's you going to hell.
I was just about to say that. Like, ain't no way if hell or heaven existed that you make it into heaven.
Absolutely not.
You're not.
When an elephant don't like you, automatically hell.
Automatic hell. Like clearly you did some. No, I don't even think that's hell. I think that at that point you should be forced to be reincarnated because you clearly fucked up somewhere in your path in life.
You don't get to rest, you got to do it again.
You have to do it over. You got to start it. You got to run it back. Run it
Mm.
back, Turbo. You have to. Like, I don't even want you in hell because even the people that are in like proverbial hell know not to fuck with elephants. They like. I'd rather you murder people than fucking piss off an elephant.
And in such a way that it travels 124 miles to desecrate your corpse.
Like, do you know how like this was in India? India is not small, and
No,
like
it's
it
not.
did not fuck up anybody else. It'd be like different. Don't fuck up my vacation spot. No, I'm just saying like it would be different if it came into the funeral rampaging and somebody ended up with like a broken leg or several broken ribs or somebody else got maimed. No, this motherfucker came in with like a clear agenda. Like, y'all get the fuck out the way. It's fuck this lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on her ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny as hell to me.
Specific, targeted.
Like, I am on a mission. I'm here for one person and one person only. If you can step aside, that would be greatly appreciated.
Or don't. Just get trampled.
Or don't. I mean, like, clearly you about to see what the fuck. I'm the reason this bitch is in this box. I don't think you want to get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Just
I don't
saying.
think that that's probably in your best interest.
Not
like,
at all.
otherwise, I'll be back next week for you, nigga. But this has been Zero Fucking Lucy telling you to drink more water, stay hydrated, look both ways before you cross the street, say no to drugs unless it's your trusted drug dealer. Y'all be safe out here in these streets, man. Peace.
Bye.